Okay, well, so welcome to Bloodlords.
Thank you.
Finally have an excuse to drink this again out of this.
Whoa, you can't do it as a player?
Well, it says Dungeon Master on it, so it's kind of
You
cheating
gotta hold
if
it the other way around so we can see
Yeah.
it as a
um,
The camera
Right.
kind of cuts it off half the time, sadly.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, those watching, sadly, Tom scheduling issues, we can't make it work currently for him to join consistently. So Walker is currently out of the campaign, but
walking.
we'll try and fit him back in as soon as possible. In the meantime,
It's on a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
he goes walking. Right, but yeah, so let's get into the session. It's been a while. Last session, you, after defeating Kepkira the Hag-Nailed, you were invited to a buffet with the High Governor of Grey Dirge, together with your what do you call it, caretaker in these matters, Berlin Aldoli. You beforehand had a little talk with her, about what this all meant. She gave you, a little gift in the bag of holding, and you managed to get through the dinner without too much trouble, keeping mostly to yourself, and being diplomatic about your station. The dinner was briefly interrupted by a member of the Tax Collectors Union barging in angrily about matters in the bank that you perhaps know more about, but he also held your cards close to your chest.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Afterwards, you went back to the manor with a promise to Berlin that you would more privately catch up about the future. And yeah, I think we ended on that evening. You had received a staff from the High Governor, mentalist staff you had identified, resting in the manor. Let me go back to that map. Yes, you were, you're lounging around in the study area. When Ostian, you were, going through your bone collection, and for whatever reason, maybe nostalgia, you retrieved a skull that has been part of your collection the longest. The one that you had picked up, when you first awoke. Holding it in your hands, with a fire in the background, suddenly you felt some power rush from your bones into this skeletal head, and you could see the eyes briefly light up with a shimmering energy before going back to a dull nothingness. And the voice calling out to you, the jaw unhinging. Why hast thou summoned me? And I'll say that, probably people are around. Crow, Mai, Walker is, is in the lobby as well.
Oh, you're moving the box around when you're...
Yeah, because it for some reason chose that as well.
Yeah, it probably would be an initiative.
Oh, it's Crow.
No, the horse.
What
The horse is outside.
Yeah, I kind of always just tilt my head and look at it. It's like, I did not. I kind of just almost sense motiving the skull. Be trying to figure out what is happening with it.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Yeah, secret perception. It's
Okay.
how do you speak?
Right, so it is extremely, this is a blank, the most blank slate of a face you can imagine, right? Like a skull.
That's my face. I'm used to that
Yeah,
face.
it's almost like a mirror that you're looking into. There's just these sockless eyes, blankly, flatly staring at you. But maybe it's because of your connection to it. You sense perhaps the same confusion as you're feeling, like within this consciousness.
Yeah.
And trepidation, and it responds with I sense purpose.
Yeah, Alcyon just kind of just stares at it for a good probably I don't know if anybody else says anything for a good for maybe 10 15 seconds in case anyone wants to speak of that time while he's considering this.
Crow is like.
Maya kind of leaves at some point.
Maya's like, all right, again.
Oh, now there's two of you.
Perhaps. And yeah, I just sat down and was like,
Mysterious skeletons.
where did you come from? What can you remember?
You give me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be like making an impression. But yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's privacy.
Yeah.
It's public or private? Public. Right?
Public. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an.
Oh wow.
I saw the 1 for a second there, but went back to 19.
Okay. Yeah. There's some more moments of silence as these two skulls stare at each other. You holding firmly in your hands, But then the jaw unhinges and you just hear, and suddenly it comes
you cut
to
out, Jacker. You cut out. You cut out.
there's this noise of air rushing through it,
Okay,
but swirling like I'll try doing it again. It's it sounds like coming to a very sharp
No,
point.
this time it's reverse.
It's going that's not.
Just imagine it then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
but like a very sharp intake of breath going nowhere, and then all of a sudden coming to a sharp stop.
Okay.
The skull silence for a moment longer, but then you just hear, "Hello."
Hello.
Who are you? Wait. Who am I? I
asked you this. I do not know who I am.
Crow is looking amusedly at this discussion.
So I clearly get a sense from you. You are the one who pulled me here. But you do not know who you are. That is unfortunate for me. Because I also do not know who I am.
Kind of grips a little tighter, not friendly, but just more you.
I roll knowledge roll to figure out what's happening.
What's happening? Yeah, sure. Give me a lore check.
Oh yeah, I should probably update that. Give me a second. I don't think I updated the macro for the little file.
You haven't leveled up yet technically, but
okay.
That might have pushed. Should be one lower, Jack.
Only 29, so the DC was 20. It's not
unlucky.
DC 30. Oh, that's red condition.
We are level 4, so that's 4. Then we get 4 from stat. That goes to 8.
Is it just gonna be one less at a comment?
It's 1 or 2 less depending on where you put your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just roll and we'll, if it matters, I'll get some.
Should be blind, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a reroll, sadly. But that would be nice.
I was trying to shift click that, but sadly no shift click.
This will be even better as a reward for us doing it.
Totally. Will be another crit.
Yeah, so you get yeah, you study this thing, and though it wasn't like a ritual or anything, but you get a sense that this seems like it definitely holds necromantic energy. It's it's an animating skull talking, so that's a sure bet. You see, maybe in the corner of your eye, you see the hand Argon, the Annihilator. He's also watching, or like as much as he can watch, and that makes you ring a bell. This is not a very particularly strong necromantic creature. It's definitely bound to Ocean, probably, with the way it's been responding. You're thinking familiar?
And familiar is like a word people use for like minions of that kind.
That's true, but you also know that familiars usually are very consciously created and ritually like summoned. The fact that this happened is quite strange.
Well, aren't you too interesting?
Just like...
if you do wish to know, I might have an idea what happened.
Well...
Sure, I can't really turn my head right now, but yes, I would want to know.
I believe Ostian here just performed an interesting familiar creation ritual. Usually those are done more
with intention.
With more intention than in this case, but I believe this new skull, which I haven't caught your name yet, is familiar of Ostia.
Name. Yes, I had a name at one point.
All I did, I was trying to remember, to see more of the past.
Well, it could be possible that this is just me throwing thoughts out there, because I frankly have no idea of you and your past. As we have established, that seems to be quite a mystery. But perhaps this skull, where did you get this skull from, actually?
Yeah, Ostrom kind of like, it takes some course to answer. I don't remember, really. When I came back, I was surrounded by bones like myself. I picked some up. This, I believe, was one of them.
Well, in that case, it could be maybe a lost old comrade of yours from wherever you are from. And perhaps you now managed to get them back as well, partially.
You hear the skull like clear its non-existent throat, like just so I understand correctly, I was summoned here by someone or something that doesn't remember who they are, doesn't know why I was summoned, just so that I understand correctly.
If you were summoned, then yes.
Oh, I was definitely pulled from wherever I was before. Yeah, with the same, like, insight that, you're studying this, seem to be lost, as if it's trying to say words, but they, like, don't, like, reach his mouth. Where am I now?
You're in. And I'm like, yeah. Like we are. Oh, how vague would Ostrom go, actually? Like, we are in. I probably wouldn't even know Galarian is like a place, right? I'm thinking about going way back. No, I'll just say we are in Geb.
Okay.
The land of the dead.
Yeah. Yes, I know that name. It wasn't mine, but it seems familiar.
Wasn't yours? Damn, that's a shame. That would have been good. Alright, yeah, I kind of just, yeah. If I could frown, Austin would be frowning a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's familiar. It was not to me.
You spoke of a cave. I don't remember that.
You were just bone, as you now are.
Yes, it's a sorry fate, I suppose.
Man.
So, what I'm getting is that I am full of questions, but so are you.
I need to know why I came back. Perhaps you will give me clues to it. How did I bring you?
I suppose we can help each other out on that front.
Yeah, listen, this is slow nod. It's like the name Gab is familiar to you. Is the name Grey Dirge?
Yes, vaguely. Some sort of fortress city. Yes, high walls,
You
impossible
were
to
from
penetrate.
there. Impossible to. You tried to penetrate.
I don't remember.
Did we ever do dating on Ostion's bones? Like how old Ostion?
I think there's like fucking
Yeah,
old would be on that. I think.
You tried
Carbon
at
dating.
one point, like
Yeah.
especially comparing the bones in the basements. They're definitely older than a few hundred years, but older than that, it's hard to gauge.
Crow starts thinking about events that where someone attacked. Like what?
How long
what
ago
other
was
events?
it the not the great, the fucking Demon Knight Order? Hell Knights, that's the one. Attacked Raiders. How long ago was that again?
What you've heard about the Hell Knights being here, that was quite recent actually, like within the last like 50 years. The Hell Knight Order is also only a few hundred years old.
Yeah.
But Crow's thing like things older than like at least as old as Ostion. Like what known attackers?
Yeah, you can try and give me a.
Dirge?
You can use your Aztec lore for this. It would be a harder DC, or you can use Society.
Oh, Aztec lore sounds great because my Society is 0.
Gotcha. Yeah, you
Is
can
the
try.
version more than a minus 12, Jacko?
This is like ancient history, so Aztec lore does have something to do with it, I'd say.
Yeah. And I mean, Aztec lore can be always used, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
This is the Aztec lore with -2 already applied. From the fact that this is not the specifics of Aztec lore.
Great Dirge is built where it is because of its like geographic locations between the Shattered Mountains and the river and woods. It's hard to. It's kind of like at one point it was definitely a very defensible city. Grew a lot in its war against the Assyrian Empire and then against Nex as well. There's been many attacks on it, from the Mugani expanse, to the countries from the north and south, but it's really hard to pinpoint exactly what.
Okay.
What would
How
be the
long ago
greatest
was
slaughter.
did the war with Nex end?
That was like thousands of years ago.
Oh, it was 1,000. Okay, that was 1,000. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe around 4,000 to 6,000 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, that was okay.
Yeah, I was trying to just like, perhaps you will remember more. I have begun to see flashes.
Seeing as
Kind
we're
of like
going to be communicating more, is there anything you can do about the speed of speak you use? Just wondering. Right,
I will speak less, and that will solve the problem.
Thank you.
As I say, it's like kind of actually like unbuckle the cloak somewhat and like kind of hold it up to it. Like, does this spark any memory in you?
Sorry, what do you hold on?
I like hold up the cloak that I like wear myself. I kind of like unbuckle it and like hold it up for him to see. Oh, and I've seen I mean, it doesn't have the symbol in it now, but I described the one I also saw in my visions, a triangle with an eye in the middle. It's like okay. I remembered wearing something like this, but with a mark of a triangle with an eye in the center.
I don't know. Clothing wasn't really part of my forte, that much I can tell you. Maybe... the symbol sounds pretty vague. Maybe if you show it to me.
Okay, man, what's your artistic talent? We just check out how many spells it can make. Prestidigitation can make... Okay, I can make a temporary object a negligible bulk made of congealed magical substance. So I guess on the arm of the chair, I did try out of this prestidigitation to make this kind of rough shape of this congealed magic almost, and try to show it. To me, it looked like this.
Yeah. So the.
Yeah, I can see how it describes it.
Yeah,
it says it looks crude for sure, so I don't know if you say...
You point the skull at it, and, it doesn't look like an exact one-to-one copy for sure. It's kind of rough around the edges, kind of thick lines. But the skull does seem, interested in it. You kind of see, a very intense expression on it, or, a very, a long gaze. This is... Yes, actually, this does spark memory.
Tell me.
It is vague, but does the word Scrivenbow mean anything to you?
Oh, I fucking know. Scrivenbow?
Yeah, you can give me a...
Uh-oh.
Society?
There aren't very many things you can say, Jacko. Let's answer what's the
let me see your proficiencies real quick. Yeah, let me just roll something for you. See how you fare.
That's probably out of Crow's knowledge range, that kind of specific things, or... Well, I guess you can take it all.
You can give it a shot as well if you want.
It's
a name, so...
thousands of years ago, there's a chance you've heard.
Yeah.
Crow know what stories you hear.
So I found that guy's diary one day, Can you spell it? I mean, I know I don't ask this sketch. Can you spell it out there?
Yeah. Put it in. Well, you're not sure exactly on the spelling, but...
Yeah. Okay. But I always spell it out in our campaign, and then you guys don't know that spelling.
Also, you're not sure.
Okay.
Crow... You also are not familiar with the words, but it doesn't sound...
Wow.
particularly modern, but that makes sense, I guess. Talking to this old school.
Yeah, so I shake my head. I'm like, Scriven bow. That's great. Is this your name?
I don't believe so, but I feel more warmth to it than I do for Gab. So it's closer to me, I suppose.
Do you wish to have a name?
Just for practicality's sake, I think that might be a smart choice.
Choose one.
Yeah, he actually ponders this. Call me Matthias.
Yes. It is not solely very well. Yeah, Ocean just kind of like stares more and is like, we will remember.
Alright, I guess something to look forward to. An exciting future in my unfortunate situation.
And not solely. It. Would you prefer to return to both?
I'm curious to see where this will lead. But kind of like looks around. If you would, don't put me in a bag. Unless I'm not really in a position to argue, I suppose, but...
Yeah, Ocean sort of shrugs, like, can you do on your own?
Not very well. Okay, but if you do carry me, please leave some air. I just like the thought of,
Yeah, Ocean is like stares at him, but yeah, doesn't put him back in the bag or anything.
Okay. Yeah, so after that curious happening, it goes quiet again. I'll say a while later, like let's say like about an hour later, the fire in the hearth is slowly dying down. It's maybe time for you to start resting. When Crow, you start feeling something in your body, something wrong, like in your stomach. Something doesn't sit quite well. You think back on the dinner, and out of politeness, maybe you like took like a little bit of a cut of the zombie cow, Mushkura. It's not. It doesn't sit right. Okay, could you please give me a fortitude saving throw?
That's eating food.
Did we make any saving throws during the dinner or anything?
Sorry, what?
Did we make any saving throws or anything during the dinner?
No.
Good thing you're an expert.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an expert. I think I'll keep that.
Yeah. So you're used to you know a lot about ailments. You know a lot about disease and matters of the physical. So you're kind of like going through a checklist in your head, like okay, so what could this be? What's wrong? In the meantime, also maybe like you've noticed like a shift in Crow's body, like studying himself, and you do see like out of the corner of his eye, like just like a drip of blood. As Crow, you take.
I just like stare down. I'm like, you are bleeding.
Oof, Crow, you take 11. 11 damage.
Okay.
What kind of damage?
Wait,
We'll
actually,
see
let me
what
check
damage it
something. Yeah.
So if it's necrotic, he doesn't take it.
Bleeding from it? Yeah, maybe. But imagine poisoning people in fucking Gap with.
Yeah, poison normally doesn't
damage,
make you
no?
bleed
That'd be
either.
insane. Careful.
No,
with that
you
one,
are-
Subway.
There's sums, obviously.
Right, actually. No, it is negative damage. So.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, so the blood still occurs, and you just like take a cloth and wipe it away, as Ossian pointed out. And yeah, you go through this checklist, and suddenly like you're brought back to a moment in the brewery when you were assaulted by a ghoul, sunk his teeth into you, and you felt like this necromantic poison enter your system, but you do actually. Start shrugging it off. Like your body is still fighting it, but like your undead nature, part of your body fights it well. You have an uncomfortable evening, but nothing too bad.
Yeah, do I think like if everything goes on, I'll be fine?
Yes, with your knowledge of ghouls, you and checking up your system, you do get the sense that you have actually fought off like the disease itself.
It seems that the ghoul in the bar fight got a strike on me, managed to infect ghoul fever on me. Oh well. It is nice that me being already half dead kind of protects me from it. To a degree.
Also like shrugs like non-committally because he's still kind of is this skull like you like trying to like roll around and like look at him with a man? I haven't like offered to like show it around or anything. Curious if it's like just like kind of sitting in the chair next to me or if it's
yeah, it does have the ability to move a little, like it rolls, but it shifted itself like, and it's now like staring into the fire as it's slowly dying
wants
down.
to be in the fire. I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Crow, I mean, obviously, if the ghoul disease like would have taken fully hold, it would have been pretty bad. But like, luckily, you would have options for sure. Like maybe you take like one of the tinctures out of your thaumaturge, your reagents, gulp it down as some medicine, and you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Yes, and for the rest of the night, nothing happens.
Yeah, I guess soon after that.
I mean, how late is it right now? Like late as in late in undead cap time.
Yeah, the dinner like was around let's see, pretty late in the night. Like the governor is a ghoul, so he is definitely adhering to the undead schedule. So it would be the sun is coming up slowly.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
not doing anything special today.
Yeah, Elsin kind of stands. He kind of looks down to the skull and he's like, "You rest."
I don't know. I feel like I've rested a long time.
Also, sort of shrugs. Like, if you do it now. And I sort of like, I don't know, actually, I don't go to a room, but I like, just basically like, turn off all like the muscular, or not muscular, but like, the psychic holding my bones like in like, a proper position. I can't like slump into a chair. Yeah, exactly. Power down.
Cool. Yeah, in your final moments, you just still see the skull staring down.
I need to replace my skull. No, you fucking
don't. All right, Mai, you want to do anything in the evening, or are you going to rest?
Nah, my or I'm guessing the morning, like because we sleep in the or
Sure, yeah.
No, she knows she needs like half the rest that Crow needs anyway, so she's gonna stay up a bit longer and bathe in the crimson light that comes in the from the roof. Then she'll after a couple hours she'll return to.
You feel the warmth of the sun. Usually, would destroying your skin up on impact. Now, just like a gentle touch. All right. Yes, and you know that Berlin. Like you at the end of the dinner, you guys have made some plans to like speak with Berlin soon, but other than that, there is some downtime if you guys wanna.
Did we had a particular date for that? I don't even remember we did that, to be honest. But...
No, it's quite non-committal. Yeah.
Berlin was just like we should talk more later, kind of thing, right? Like those.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, because we have the plan to maybe give the thing about the.
At least talk to the builders union.
Yeah,
about
talk to the builders
the bank.
about the bank.
Yeah.
I think that's what Crow that will be up for the first thing in the morning. Although first he would go to buy a magic item, but
I think in the morning, like, because I do wake up a bit before Crow, Ocean's going to spend a little bit of time in the basement, like looking over the sort of scrying pool, whatever thing it is, to try to like see. Especially now I have this staff, and it's like so we got some sort of like mental connections to like see if that if he can have any more sense of what's going on. He kind of like puts the staff in, almost like stirs it, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just to see if I can.
Do you bring the skull as well, or?
Sure, why not? Yeah, if I like get up, it's like I suppose stairs are difficult. I like kind of grab it. I don't really even ask if as I wait for it. It's like kind of grab it and just like take it down the stairs.
Yeah, as you like pull it up, he says, much obliged." Yeah, you take him down. Give me a. What are you trying to do? You're trying to like.
Decipher the mysteries of this pool.
All right.
Or like, how would I go about doing it? I think realistic. I forget. Like, there was something I did it before, and I got an impression about it, but I'm trying to remember exactly what I got. It's been a while, so.
I think what makes most sense. Can you give me a secret occultism check?
Yeah. If this is something to do with identifying mental magic, the staff gives a +2 circumstance.
Gotcha.
Okay. Cool.
Are there multiple versions of the crawling hand? Crawling hands?
I
don't know. The adventure definitely gave me some.
Because I'm just reading the Crate Undead stuff, and it says like each scroll has like it says one of the known one here is create zombies, but it gives access to all zombies and just costs more and has high requirements.
Okay. I guess it's like giant cooling hand, right? I think it's like you said.
Yeah, because it's a particular.
There's also a troop. That's cool. There's a familiar, of course, as opposed to like a monster.
Yeah, because the ritual is for a particular type of undead and not
particular undead.
Yeah, so one ritual for all zombies, one for skeletons, one for ghouls, and so on.
Okay. So you hold the staff in one hand as you try and like.
The skull in the other.
Here's the mysteries of the writhing viscera still active.
Doesn't sound very pissed.
Yeah, I'll say that's the how would you? Yeah, you similar to before. You connect with it. You can sense like the magic energy. You've scryed that before, and you connect with it, and you almost identifying a magical item. You learn more of its properties as you study this ley line in front of you. And yeah, you definitely understand that this is a scrying pool with a command word. As part of this, the command word almost innately comes up within you.
Yeah, I speak it as soon as it comes to my mind. Almost like a train of sword. As soon as the sword enters my mind, I just always say it out loud. Even if I don't fully
Instinctual,
understand it. Yeah.
you speak it out loud, and yeah, the viscera in front of you reacts to it and creates like this glistening reflection, no longer of like the whatever it showed before, like the ceiling. It now creates this image of you can see clearly like an open sky, and after a moment of looking at it, you can identify this as the pool above, the pond above, like as if you were looking up from the water. Like this is kind of mental, like from within you can almost like steer it as if you had like a camera in there, So yeah, you kind of consciously try and command it, and yeah, the image does shift like down from the open sky towards, like, you can see the manor, and like looking from side to side you can see the overgrown gardens.
Okay, a little security there. Does it look the same as what I think the man looks like? Like it's like a live, I know it's stupid, but like a live image, like the horse is outside, that kind of stuff.
Exactly, yeah, you definitely see the horse pity not moving very much, but like, yeah, you can definitely see that this is a live image with motion. Yeah, it's not just static.
Yeah, it's enough. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I spend a bit of time, exploring the limits of it, like where I can look at stuff like that, like if it's draining to use, I don't know. I mean, not, maybe not mechanically, but if it takes, like a lot of effort to use, or like willpower, then I'll still like doesn't need to be too long. But
No,
up to
not at all.
where-
Actually,
Okay.
the most of the magic comes from the pool itself. You're just like the guide. And as you're studying it more, the skull, like now named Matthias, actually speaks up and says, "I sense this magic. It's close to me. It's familiar. Could you? I know this sounds weird. Could you perhaps like drop me in there?"
Yeah, drop it in the beach.
You just
Don't even consider saying. No, I was like already holding it over, as he started talking. Like,
Would you perhaps plop?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, so
it is a crazy.
so like like for a moment it just like disappears like among these intestines and stuff, before like it comes back up and it like kind of like drifts so that the face is above the water, and yeah, just like laying there. This is yeah, this is pretty powerful magic. I think there's more to be found here. This image is not the only one it can show.
I cannot see more yet. Perhaps in time. Do you wish to stay in the pool?
No, I did say that the magic is familiar to me, but even in this state, this seems gross.
Yeah, I kind of just like, this is no. I guess I can't use made hand on him because he's not an object. But I, then like just like grip him and like just like kind of duck in like hand.
Almost maybe like a bowling ball. You just like grab him by the eye sockets and
nose. Yep, exactly. Then I roll him towards the stairs so I don't want to carry him over there. No, I don't do that, but I probably do. I mean, I do grab like whatever's easier or wants. If I end up grabbing a jaw, or whatever, Oscar isn't trying to be like polite or anything. And then his eyes are just like, we will return.
Purple's actually gonna make me sneeze.
Sure does not react to this. And then he just like, carries it up the stairs.
Yeah, as part of this bond, you definitely feel like this skull, whoever they were at one point, they definitely retain more of their humanity than you have in your current state.
Unfortunate, indeed. Unfortunate.
Yeah, you return back up. Anyone else want to do something in particular?
When Pearl wakes up here, he would talk to Argon, but
Yeah, you
yeah,
will
you
see
see-
my looking like mostly looking over the rituals, the human skin thing.
You just have like the tough
Skin
leathery
out, yeah.
skin.
Yeah,
yes,
the
with-
human skin leather just sitting on like.
Ah,
oh, by the way, did anyone add the bag of holding the character sheet? I don't think about it.
Maybe put it in swappies. I know, but no, someone should actually have it, but they can actually go. Yeah.
The what?
The bag of hoarding we got from.
I think Krogard, right?
Not in your
Yeah.
inventory.
I don't know who actually grabbed it. So
Maybe
there's
they
a-
took it, but it's not in my backpack right now.
Crow definitely took it.
Yeah, I think I took it, but I don't have it. Action item.
All right, yeah,
We,
let me just
we
double
lost
check.
it. We lost it so fast.
Yeah, it's a bag of holding type 1. You can search for that and put it in your sheet.
Like call it level, like lower one. Okay.
They call it type 1 yes, level.
Mm,
Yeah, it's like kind of, I guess also like Austin did this after you woke up, so you before Crow did. So I guess when Crow kind of shows up in the morning, Austin will be like, I examined the pool in the basement again. It has some magic. I can use it to view the manor, the sky, from the pond in the garden.
oh. Well, isn't that dandy?
But there is more hiding there. I've yet to find.
Let's hope so. The pond in the garden is a very limited view.
Because
It
you're
can
not.
still have its uses, but not probably. Not
Yeah,
right
sure.
now.
If we have a party out there,
Yes.
I don't really see a different use.
I was thinking more if we are being surrounded.
That
Perhaps
would work. Let's
the
hope it doesn't
party.
happen though.
In such cases, yes.
Or maybe I
was,
won't.
was what I was thinking of. But perhaps if you concentrate more your focus on the
will.
pool, you can find out more.
I will.
Excellent.
endeavor.
I will go have a talk with our pet servant about how he fares currently, and then we should probably talk about what we are going to do next.
Yeah, you see the head servant in the kitchen with Walker. Walker's just like floating there. Just going to look at it, looking at his hand amusedly, while the hand is carrying like one of the larger kitchen knives, and like jumping up and shouting, "Hiya! Hiya! Face me, fool! Ha! I still have it in me!" And Walker's just like, "Yeah, you should do, buddy. Great job."
Sounds like Walker to me.
Okay. You are here, so see, having fun. Arkan, how does our household and you fare currently?
Our household, well, the stonework is in good condition. Our supplies, as I've mentioned before, dire need of work. But, of course, me being the head servant, it's doing splendidly.
This is good. Could you tell me how much do those supplies cost again? Roughly, what would you need to supply the mana?
Well, there are common ingredients. Surely wouldn't cost more than a hand, like a bag of gold would suffice.
Bag of gold.
Define a bag of gold.
The economy might have changed since I last visited the markets, but I would say 50 gold. For the higher end wines and fresh meats.
And if we went with the slightly lower end there, but we'll cut to the higher end eventually, of course. But work doesn't pay that well, sadly.
Master, are you saying we are on a budget? Surely we haven't stooped that low.
If we need to, we do not need to, considering there's just one of us that eats any living food. And well, Austin and Volker barely eat anything.
I suppose for now we can cut it down to the bare essentials. Would 5 gold suffice?
Write me the list. That can be done.
Well, if you point me towards my pen and parchment, as he starts shuffling around.
Yeah, Crow goes and finds his pen and parchment.
Yeah, he writes up a list. Most of it is, it's like removes like he put a line through it, but the most expensive part, like the 4 gold of the 5 gold is dedicated to a wine that is now familiar to you. Is the Alcanzar Ice Wine. And I'll say, can you give me a society check or a stack lore? As you're pondering this list. Yes, and as you likely, you read it, Argon says, yes, of course, it is the most vital piece of the kitchen's pantry for the country of Geb. And yeah, as he says, as you have heard, in your various experiences, travels around taverns. This is very special. It's created in the mana waste, and it is special because the process utilizes like positive energy. It's refined in almost like a divine manner. It has an interesting effect on those undead because it is like almost a drug to them. And like it's normal alcohol is quite hard to make you drunk with your undead being, but like the ice wine is famously very useful in having a similar effect for those undead.
Okay. Drug like alcohol type of drug, basically, or like.
Yeah. Like numbing the senses and
it's pure
give you a night you won't you never forget.
Yes, the ice wine is a commodity that everyone in Gap seems to prefer. I can see the benefits of it, although not that strong on me as it is on Tidet. Very well. We will acquire these goods as we go and as soon as we can. And when we get paid a bit more than the stuff we are currently investing our money in, then we will get the rest of the supplies. The matter. Great.
Yeah, I do hope so. We can't very well hold a feast with the pantry this bare. And he points his hands dramatically.
We will, of course, if there is ever a need of a feast, we will make more haste with more supplies.
Or start drawing up plans.
Walker, we are going to discuss the future, if you prefer to join us.
Yes, I'll be right there. And as he whispers to and make sure to have some of the ghost stuff on the list next time. And he follows you.
So,
Microwave just went off.
so I paused and return.
Mm-hmm. Pew, 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 pew.
Bobby is still has 1 gold in it, apparently.
Sorry, what?
Swappy seems to only have 1 gold in it.
Yeah, we spread it out last time.
Yeah.
I had a 1 gold for good luck or something. Yeah.
No, it's just that the game doesn't automatically split the gold.
Oh,
So
okay.
if there's 1 over, it just doesn't give it to anyone.
He's back.
Salvation.
So you wanted to go to the Builders Union, right?
Yes, that's what
You
we
want
had
them to
next.
kick the tax collectors in the nuts? Something like that?
That's our preference, correct?
Well, I'd like
And
to see that.
Yes.
Not sure,
Well-
like, what's the actual plan, though.
You want them to be allies.
Yes. Allies are useful in a place like this.
I know them a bit, but not that much at all, really.
And those allies, well, they build buildings, so if we ever need more refinement of our mana, it is very useful.
Very well.
I do wish to go by, try to see if I can find a certain magical item, quite common one.
Yeah, and
On
that
the way.
tax collector lady that rushed into with the mayor was I don't like her. So I'll go with
Yes.
Builders instead.
That is part of the motivation to go with the builders. I also discussed with Archon, and we came to an agreement that 5 gold worth of supplies. Well, apparently, my mana, to fully stock our mana, we would need 50 gold of supplies, but that seems to be out of our budget currently.
Why
So
do we need to be stopped?
For quests, before we ever hold a feast and such things. Also to just keep Archon happy.
I do not wish to spend gold to keep a hand happy.
I will pay the 5 gold for this, do not worry. For the smaller supply, but I'll just let you know.
I'm the only one who needs to eat anyway. I only do it because it tastes good.
That is fair. That is why I'm making it a haste or priority.
We head to the builders.
Yes, let us head out.
Okay, you guys start going into the city to try and
would
find.
try to buy this item.
Okay, to the market first.
Discord.
Glasses of social ability.
As we walk, I turn to see us and I'm like, you will go in my bag now while we travel.
What is it?
I'm pointing to the head.
Okay.
My jumps into the back.
Oh,
you were too slow to go yourself.
Yes, that's true. Is there anything you can do with me having a view? I would like to see if we're heading into the city.
Kind of frown. Is there?
I'm not sure. Like, you seem to be quite comfortable with being a skeleton. I'm not. If I remember.
Can I get a bit of string and just tie it through one of the eye sockets and just tie it to my belt or something? Or to
You carry him around like Kratos does with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Somehow that doesn't impede his vision. As you tie it through his eye socket. It has to be like a kind of thick rope, but you can make that work.
It's kind of like your nose doesn't obstruct your vision, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You just see past it.
Beautiful. Yeah, you just get used to it. Yes, this is perfect. Exactly what I wanted to happen.
Yeah, I just cool. Need to walk with him like that.
Okay, and you wanted to buy these glasses. They're a common item. You can definitely find them in the shop. You go to the rotting repository with this request. Yeah, you can see this glass table with various magic items that are more easier to break, and yeah, you can find them in the stock for the normal price. Let's see, why rim glass, large
Could
circle
we
senses?
sell the maestro's instrument, do you think? It's like 60 gold, right? And no one's gonna use it.
Yeah, we could probably sell that.
Yes, let me just quickly. It wasn't a common item.
Since the maestro's instrument much gold.
If it's uncommon, then
sure.
maybe we don't.
It's
No, it's
common.
not. Yeah. Yeah, so you can
then we
definitely
don't.
find a place in the repository. It's kind of like this larger bazaar with a large amount of wares, so you can sell it for half.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Yeah, I'll just delete it and I have to go with everyone cool with that. I don't think any of us are gonna use it.
Yeah, we don't have bots. So.
Yeah, you put on the glasses, Crow. You look in the the mirror, where you have all the sunglasses. Yeah, you're definitely quite fashionable.
Now
He's a
this
John Lennon-esque.
Yeah, John Lennon fashionable, yeah. I guess back then.
No, interesting. It doesn't. I want to invest in it, of course. Investment is instant, right?
Yeah, as you
Yeah.
track to Adam.
Cool. There we go. +1 diplomacy.
Huge.
Oh, yes, this fits quite well to my outlook. More to the standards of society.
Can we go now?
Yes. We may.
All right.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Did you already split the money, Ian, for myself?
No, I just put it in the swapsies. I can distribute it.
Oh, yeah, we'll
if
take
you
it.
want, but
Yeah. Well, we can distribute it later.
Yeah, I think we just leave it in there. That's fine.
Can you? Let's see. What's your society like?
My society.
It's good with mine.
A 0.
0.
Are we technically still level 4, by the way? I just really like it kind of matters with certain level spells and stuff.
Yeah,
With the new-
form.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
no.
Just checking. Cool.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say because of your previous business with the Builders League, you at least know where they are located in Greaters. You know that their headquarters are in Yelad, but they definitely still have a base here, like an office. So yeah, you can lead a party there if you wish.
Yeah. I do just that.
All right. Yeah, it's actually in the Court of Ghouls where you currently are. It's uses these sprawling underground tunnels as part of its infrastructure, but the main office is like this quite tall spiraling tower, and you head over there, and you head over to the desk, and you see this as you look around, you see all of the members of the builders that you can identify as clearly like worker here. They're all undead, and you can see this zombie husk sitting behind the desk. Just yes.
Yes, we are the inhabitants of Quiet Manor. I'm Crow. We would like
Starts flipping through
to have an
documents.
appointment with the head of the local chapter regarding a matter that would be most interesting to them.
Our headmaster is quite a busy man. Can you give me any more information?
It is regarding a very important building.
It does sound right up our alley. Can you give me a diplomacy or
It's
so
a
make an
quest
impression
action,
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, means your
I
glasses
guess
coming
this
in
would
clutch.
have a -1 to it because I'm real.
Gotcha.
You didn't become expert by level 5. Nah, you would.
Yeah, I became an expert at level 3 for
Okay,
diplomacy,
cool.
so.
Just minus 1. Oh, so the glasses cancel it out anyway. Ooh.
Okay.
So that'll be 22.
32.
So, well, you picked the right time to come, I suppose. He has an open spot in his schedule before lunch. All right, go down that hallway, second door. Look for the sign that says Leodric. He'll help you.
Thank you.
No problem. Just don't look. Don't look at anyone. Don't ask anything. Just pretend you are meant to be here.
Very well. Crow
I
definitely.
always do that.
Crow with very much the confidence he always walks everywhere with his cane.
Yeah, you just both of you just go forward. Yeah.
Once you're on stairs, everyone down as they walk past, you know. But you can't tell from, you know, not got any eyes, so it's fine.
Yeah, and you follow the direction to a wooden door with a sign next to it saying Leodric Cloudfang, headmaster of the League of Builders, and yeah, do you knock?
Yeah, Crow knocks it with his cane in hand.
Please enter.
He opens the door.
Yeah, so sitting behind a very messy desk, piles of parchments, like with one hand on his forehand is a ghoul, very large stature like the High Governor, but this is clearly a strong a ghoul bound with muscles, sitting there with like an ink pen in his other hand, and says, well, please come in. It's your business.
Crow walks in, doesn't take a seat on the thing, instructed to.
You are not members of our league?
Yes,
Who are you?
not. We are the inhabitants of the Quiet Manor. I am Crow. This is Ostian, and this is I can't remember Potter's character name.
My.
This is my. We are here to talk about a matter that we believe interests you greatly.
That sounds intriguing. All right, I'll give you a minute. Can you, as he directs you to the seats, can you give me another make an impression check this one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why is he so dank? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wow,
He's so good at this.
the glasses, you know?
So smooth.
Yeah. I'd say you don't even have to make like an insight check on this. He's clearly, intrigued. As part of the Builders League, they are focused on construction, but mostly because there's like occult magic, and they want to know all about the ancient secrets that Gab has to offer, and as such, they always have one ear open. So yes, he diverts his attention away from the parchment in front of him. All right, well, Gallic Manor is one of ours. Interesting, that one.
Yes, we have quite enjoyed that. Perhaps one day we can discuss about its construction. However, we are not here about our grand manor. We are here to talk about another building in the city. One that currently is owned by another faction. So it is known publicly. If you were to agree to a deal with us, we will provide you with documents that are not fake, I assure you, that we have acquired during our work, that will instead prove that the Builders Union owns this structure.
This is a legal document?
This is a legal document as far as I am aware. You are, of course, free to examine it as part of this talk discussion.
Well, if you are right and it means that we own it, then of course we... As part of this trade you offer, we will do our best to oblige. The builders like us as much to offer, of course.
Yes. The thing that we would at least wish to do is examine this building more closely from the inside and deal with it.
You're being so
Good.
mysterious, friend. What building are we talking about?
We are talking about the back bridge.
Hey, sits back. Well, it is not just any building you speak of. Alright.
I did say that was a matter of importance.
Okay, so understand your need of holding back your cards. We would definitely be interested. But you speak of investigating yourself.
Yes, the
This
bank has. We are aware of some things in the bank that we wish to have a look at and perhaps
As far as I
take
remember,
with us. They are
the
not.
as part of the shutting down of the Grey Dutch Bank, all of its valuables were transported to the capital. I don't know how much you'll find there, other than perhaps death or undeath.
There are places in the back that are inaccessible without certain ways, and we just happen to have found one of those ways. It's not in... Certain parts that we have seen before have not been completely emptied, which includes the documents that we found.
Yes, we found those as part of an investigation of another map in the city that took us to the bank.
Well, look,
The
yeah,
documents were sealed in there.
he takes in his information, he rolls up his sleeves, and then leans forward and says, and this favor you speak of, it is your having first tips on this.
Yes, first tips on this, and of course, to
The areas we
French.
can reach, at very least. I'm sure there are many places, and to be honest, most things are of little use to us.
Yes.
We honestly don't even know if there's anything
Of
of
course,
use
the
down there for us.
great friendship between us and the Builders Union, naturally, is another thing that we are interested in.
Alright, this has certainly spiced up my morning. Alright, well, let's call it like this. You show me the proof of this document first, and then I can give you this deal. As part of...
Yeah.
Maybe a little sense motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, might also gonna do that.
Everyone's like, yeah, look at us.
Yeah, I think everyone would definitely have a
Mhm.
sentiment for this guy.
Do I have? No, I didn't get light. I didn't get light to me. Damn it.
Oh, you didn't.
I don't think lied to me because the sense motivation only went down. For you.
Oh yeah, it's the well yeah. It didn't push it.
Okay, so it's Osteon Crow. Ma, you're also...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have charming liar, not light to me.
Yeah. Osteon, this topic is not really what you're...
Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
Crow and Mai, you can definitely sense that he's eager, which we would expect. Him like offering this bank contract, but you can definitely sense there is also a secondary motivation. Like he's over eager. Normally, you'd probably think this barter that you're doing would be a lot slower, would be more cautious because he is representing like a great faction, but he seems to want to get this deal over and done with, very eagerly. Yes, and he says, "Alright, so you show me the proof. We will get this document. You will take ownership of the bank, but beforehand you will. A few days to poke about. That seems entirely fair to me."
Mm-hmm.
Seems entirely fair to me. Alright, so you show me the proof. We will get this document. You will take ownership of the bank, but beforehand you will. A few days to poke about. That seems entirely fair to me. 'Cause, yeah, very eagerly.
I look towards Crow.
It was an impossibility before. Otherwise, as fucking collectors.
Crow gives a moment to think about. Like, okay, to be honest, like our game, like I really don't know. I really don't know how to do this kind of solo situation at this level. I'm really fucking bad. I'm not
Just
good at it,
just do what feels right.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
he, like
like,
as you're like thinking it over, Crow, he says, also because you have come to the right people with this, I'll say you would definitely be in favor of the builders. If you speaking of the manor, perhaps we can help you out there. Make improvements, renovations. It's quite an old estate.
Yeah, Ocean's like looks to Crow. It's like, if we do not accept this, why did we come?
Crow smiles at Ostian. And well, let us you have a look at the document first, and then
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mai is the one who has the document. Or do you have it, Crow?
Not sure. What's
Do you have it in your big
Maya had
pick?
it
I'm pretty sure
originally,
I
but I'm not sure if you.
Yeah, I don't know if I gave it to someone. I had
have the
originally.
deed to Cork Manor, so I don't have the deed for the bank.
Okay, then Mai takes it out and she like opens it and puts it on the table, but like keeps her hand on the upper part of it.
Sure, yeah, you like hold it. He makes like a move to like get us closer. Looks at you and
I give him a smile.
Like, he stands up and like he bends over. You can clearly see like he's squinting his eyes, trying to read this. It's his eyes.
Glasses,
It's not the greatest. Yeah, so bending over the table, he reads the document. Well, in my estimation, you have already found the gold mine. This is exactly what you have promised, and I thank you for this. He extends like his meaty arm and goes for a handshake towards you, Crow. But there's a deal.
Look towards my.
Then nice. I'm guessing it's pretty normal to get these things in writing in this kind of land where it's really easy to cheat people.
it's hard, it's hard to know. It probably depends on whatever faction you speak to. You haven't had too much. Like most of your freelance work has been under the table, so you're not that familiar with the contracts.
Yeah, that's fair enough. In that case, we have a deal then? And I kind of look towards him and glance towards Crow.
He's still extending his hands. Don't leave me hanging.
The mage high five, not mage hand.
Crow said very well.
Okay.
But you don't shake the hand.
Okay,
shakes his hand if no one else shakes his hand.
I'm sure Crow does.
Shaking the hand of
okay. As you're saying that, you shake it. Yeah, okay. No, it could be a power move, so I wasn't sure. Yeah. So you put your hand in like his large like ghoul. Then he seems happy. You can see like the gleaming teeth and a wide grin. Okay, well, of course, this will take some time anyway, so I would suggest if you're talking about it, do it quickly. It would be better for both parties.
Do you not think that the bankers' units are at the bank currently? Wouldn't we need to get them out first?
I don't see what
they have returned to the city. They They were quite annoyed that they heard that someone had been poking about there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you say, like, as part of your, your clocking of this guy, when you said they had returned to the city, that didn't seem like a surprise, but when you mentioned that they, that is the second part, he does take a moment. Oh, I see. So they're trying to rush their involvement again.
Yes.
That
they
seems
might
to be
know-
the case.
They might know of the document.
Luckily,
he
all
now
the
puts a hand on the document. Do you let it go, Mai?
Yeah, I'll let it go.
Okay.
Okay. We have a deal. Yeah.
Well, then, I must thank you doubly. I always look for an opportunity to show it to those bastards.
So I've heard.
Kind of looks over to us like we can look at the back, see if they are ready present.
Yes, I suppose that
Hmm.
is what we shall do. Would you
Usually.
Hmm.
Usually they get quite slow. They need everything written out and ready. Bureaucracy. I think with you mentioning their eagerness, yes, go take a look. If there are persons about, come straight back to me. We'll sort them out.
Merman.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, also
Well-
like kind of already at the turns, like starts to look
Let
at
us
these.
discuss the matter of court manor renovations later.
Until next time. And I leave.
Yeah, he puts the document front and center as he reads it over a second time as you guys depart.
Also, like my kind of halts for a second, and because you kind of said like that they look like looking for like secrets of the city, like and
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like that.
that's kind of like a common like secrets, like a open secrets. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the red glass called again?
Oh,
Um,
Jesus, I can't remember that.
I don't know if it ever. I'll just say from henceforth it'll be called Crimson Glass.
Okay.
You we didn't know it.
Yes, out of curiosity, did you know that there are areas where there's just a lot of crimson glass underneath the meat market in the catacombs down
Give me a make a request.
there? So diplomacy.
Diplomacy, yes.
Let's see if I roll.
Oh,
Only a 50.
All things, whether below or below or above ground and greater, we're aware of. Don't you worry.
Alrighty then. And then she.
Okay, you exit. Yeah. So as I'll say, as part of you guys having given the documents over to the Builders League, you do gain reputation. Let me just double check how much it is.
500. Lego.
Let me check this here.
Is it more or less than saving people? That's what we're gonna find out.
Which one do we have for saving? Oh, the servant for the
To
saving.
the first.
Both the Export Guild and the Celebrants. We've gotten 4 for saving people.
Important
Here
people
we
over there.
go. Okay, so you guys gain 8 reputation points with the Builders League.
Jesus.
Ooh!
But you also lose 4 reputation points with the tax collectors.
Can't
They
Blue.
can go fuck
Can't
themselves.
go below 0 though, right? Can't go below
You
0.
can.
Oh,
You can.
yeah.
The scale's from like minus 50 to 50. So,
Man, we gotta hit that minus 50 soon, guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
so
How
I'll
much
edit
do we
that
lose with the tax collectors?
4 weeks.
4.
4. Okay.
Net games.
We just gotta
So
do.
reputation.
We just do what people normally do in games. We just have maxed out with everyone except for one that's old.
They're always going to be the kicking one. It's like tax collectors or reanimators. Let's go reanimators. Tax collectors or export guild. I guess export guild. You just,
The Builders League is now like us more than the ring.
I mean, giving someone just like a fucking bank as like
Yeah,
a
that's
proxy
fair
is
enough.
pretty fucking insane, right? Just like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
we just saw we found this, or maybe you'd like to own a bank. You know, and it's like, you know, if someone gave me that in real life, I'd be like, fuck yeah, okay. That's a
I'll own a
Yeah.
bank. Why not?
Obviously, it's a legality that you couldn't just like hold on to it yourself. But yeah, like giving the information is pretty huge because it is
Yeah,
one of the bigger
if it
buildings.
didn't say the specifically to the Guilders League and just said like in general.
We did rub that bit off and wrote to these dudes and just like they've signed by both parties.
Yeah,
You know?
that'll hold up.
Exactly.
I mean, if
Like,
you were,
if there's no
really good
copies
at
of
that
the
kind
of the thing,
negotiation,
it's
then
they have
maybe.
no way of knowing, you know.
Exactly, would be like based on our skill check, and they have like the level 10 guys checking it. They're like,
Whatever.
yeah, that doesn't look right.
There is a like an alteration, like a skill thing to
Yeah,
do
it
it.
is actually a way to do it.
Yeah.
But you know, that's crazy. I don't want a bank anyway. Sean's happy with just a chair. He doesn't even want a mana. Alright,
Just a share in the middle of a field. Just goes
man,
up
that
and
sounds
down,
pretty
maybe.
sweet. I mean, even the chair, to be honest. Maybe
Eventually, it will become
luxurious.
that. Okay, so you
Like
guys,
we just build a manor around the chair.
after exiting the tower of the builders, where do you go?
I guess to the bank.
I guess to the bank.
Okay.
I've been looking if I want to buy a magic item, but I haven't really found much.
No, I thought about buying a wand, but whatever, I'll save it.
I thought about buying one of the spell hearts, but
Yeah. But to activate them, you need better cast. Wait, but you can't cast a spell, right? Because of
oh, you need to be able to cast a spell to use
Yeah.
those. You don't get the spell.
No.
And I only have focus spells. But soon, a couple levels, I'll be able to cast spells.
Soon.
Yes, and
And you
also
don't need to answer
assume
this
you.
right now, Jacko. But like the discussion me and more or less Ian had in the chat before about the Aeon Stones or whatever they're called. Do you think there's ever gonna be a chance for me to get one of those?
I think I missed. Oh, with the one of the shields or whatever, like the.
Yeah, they have a ton of effects, but they're uncommon items. But they say they're only for the fucking like Pathfinder thing.
Imagine being able to ever meet a Pathfinder, though, right?
That's right. I'll also think about it, but I don't think it'll be an issue. Like it's not like you can never find uncommon items, so we can definitely work towards something like that.
I just want to be able to two-hand more, you know.
Yeah,
that's
that's
literally
fair.
the only reason I want the item.
Yeah, could you link it to me in the DM?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and I assume like you guys are, surreptitiously heading for the bank, so not to try to draw too much notice. Yeah, but as you head over to the governor's quarter, you do see that this part of the quarter is quite empty. Like there's not much business going on these days. Seemingly, the collectors haven't yet made efforts towards the bank itself. And yeah, you see the closed doors, the silent building from across the street.
Looks like we're early.
Good.
Let's figure out what we exactly got in this deal. Hopefully, was worth it.
It was worth nothing to us before.
Yes, but we could have offered us something more than they offered us now if we had gone there without this request.
John shrugs. Yeah, just starts like walking towards the main door.
All right. Yeah, you push open the double doors. Heavy. You can still see in this lobby, very thick, dust in the air. The air of embezzlement still present. as it seems quiet.
No, let's close the door and continue our look-see.
Yeah, as you make your way across the lobby, you do see that one of the door on the right, towards like the public access, library area, the door is open, and you do see a like a trickling pool of blood amassing, or like not amassing, but like that is gathered, that is pooled at the entrance of that room.
Someone get hit by the scythe? Is it still pooled or has it already pooled? Like, is it?
Yeah, there's already pools. Yeah.
Does it seem like it started to change color to be more dry, or does it still seem pretty wet?
You can make me a. It's kind of like survival or something more.
Medicine.
Yeah, medicine or survival or perception, but it would be harder.
Okay, I'll do perception because I have +10 in that and +1 in the other two.
Like, I don't know what it means, but it's dry.
Yeah, you're not sure. Yeah, it has dried up, but you're not sure how old it is or how much you can.
Okay, it's just that I just wanted to know that they hadn't been killed in the last second. You know, like.
We should go around the safer way and check what has happened.
Oh wait, but we can. Sorry.
The door is open. Like from your.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. So like, I mean, can we? Is it a human? Like, I mean, also like kind of walks towards it.
Okay, you walk towards it and like look into the room more. You can see like beside the door, like around around 10 feet to the side of the door. You see someone. And yeah, you guys are ready with your weapons, but you see that this figure is motionless, just almost like standing there. And you recognize the figure. It is like this slovenly dressed in like black letters elf that approached you when you exited the bank. The self-proclaimed leader of a gang called the Wolves. That guy positioned you about like the bone shards, and yeah, he's clearly dead, and he's just hanging limply, like his feet are like on their toes, as there's a giant scythe embedded in his stomach, and he's just like still like slowly, like just a little bit of a wobble.
I was right.
Well, what an unfortunate accident to end his life.
Do we know him?
Yeah, he. The annoying guy who stopped us when we exited the bank last time. Well, he wasn't much to remember anyway. He wanted us to kill the bone shards, but they were already dead. So.
Seems like he went to the bank after us and
that rings a bell.
Met his demise. Such is the fate of those who do not come in prepared.
Or get hit by a giant scythe. Anyway,
let us go downstairs.
Yeah.
You leave him there and head downstairs.
He's just hanging out.
We don't have a way to like resurrect him or talk to him, so like.
So resurrect? Are you kidding me? What are you?
Or not like actually resurrect, but I mean like speak to dead kind of thing.
This blood was here last time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the blood of the
body. Yeah, as you look at the body, it still seems unmoved.
Still level 4, I think.
Yeah.
So that way.
Nothing looks different here, right? When we're walking around.
No, in fact, the crow statues are still like in pieces, shattered.
Let us remember that there was.
Wait, this is locked. It wasn't locked last time.
No, I don't think it should be locked. Let me double check.
Yeah, we definitely.
I can't open it. It literally is.
Yeah, 1 sec.
I will show you how it's done.
It's in this section.
Oh yeah, I need to be one gripped with the best.
It is locked.
Doesn't he normally come up with a thing that it's locked?
Was that the place? I'm trying to remember where exactly it was actually we were going to. It's over there.
It is through
this
here.
is-
Yeah,
This
it
is
not
where
locked.
the
we've
last
already
next
got.
door
We've
down
already been
looks
to the
is-
places in the.
we
bottom.
haven't been to all the doors there. We've missed.
No, we
couple.
haven't, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not the
we
zombie
missed-
door. Yeah, we skipped the zombie door.
Yeah.
And one other door, I think.
No, I also think the zombie door.
Yeah, I think just the zombie door as well.
I'm pretty sure we skipped the door opposite of the zombies as well.
Maybe.
I believe there's only one room or one vault that you hadn't checked out yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
we heard
but
all
as
the
you
moaning from zombies on the other side. so we
walk
didn't-
through. Yeah, you had seen this room before, like from the viewing slot outside. There's another 10 by 10 foot slab of iron embedded in the stone floor, and now that you look into the room, everybody has dark vision, right? Just double checking. Yeah. So you can see on the walls, the north and east walls, covered with very cramped, small writing.
Okay,
Wait,
what does it say?
Just to check from my mind, this Walker. I know I'm not actually gonna interact with him. Did he come with? I'm just kind of curious.
Yes, Walker is.
Yeah. Okay. So he hasn't. Yeah. Okay, sure. Cool. Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was on the east floor anyway, so yeah. I guess I turned to look.
Okay, yeah, you see like almost like a list, various rows of words. You can see thousands of entries. You can see like gold key, underneath bone key, knife, copper coin, and then the list goes on, and eventually you see like rusty flute, rye muffin, brass button. Just this weird collection of words, and each entry is crossed out.
Oh.
Oh, he's trying to figure out how to.
Yeah. The
we,
riddle, yeah.
Yeah, we try the two keys we do have. See if any of them work.
Yeah, both keys on the slab.
Yes, you try your bank keys as like for above ground. It slides into the stone automatically and slides open. And this it hits the iron slab and clanks off.
We tried the other one, the one we got from the witch.
Yes, you tried the other one. A similar effects.
Both at the same time.
Damn it! We want to try the zombie door.
We came all this way. We might as well.
Yes, it is unfortunate. It seems like we made an erroneous deal. Let us figure out this riddle first.
Is this not somebody attempting to think out the riddle that we have already solved?
Perhaps. But what is below? How to open this thing then? Where is
That's
it?
what we don't know, and that's what they tried to figure out. But we need a different key, obviously, clearly.
Seems like it. Should have been more thorough in our look last time, it seems.
Well, let's keep on the builder's
So,
league's good
detect
side.
magic
And...
check there. Sweet.
Detect magic. Yes, yeah, you do still sense magic energy.
And if I exclude like this slab.
In that case, no. Everything else
Okay,
is
cool.
Monday.
Let's just keep on the builder's league good side, and we might be able to make a further deal with them to get that thing open later.
Yes.
Okay, does someone else mind opening this so I can have my shield up and my sword?
Can't you can probably
Well-
open doors with the shield and the sword out, right?
No.
But I want to have it ready to defend myself.
You can't? That's weird.
I mean, how would
Like
you How would you be holding? If it's a door, you need to like use your hand. Like how would you hold?
Well, I
the
mean, you
sword?
put it down with like if it has a handle, you can push it down.
Yeah,
with
yeah, but then it depends on the door, right? Which is why I think they.
I don't
like,
have
what
the
if it's
thing.
one where you turn a knob, for instance, or what?
This is one of the vault doors with a skull embedded in the door with a mouth agape, a keyhole where you have to like put the
Oh
key
yeah, we
in.
need a
and
key
then
anyway,
twist.
right?
Yeah.
Well, my hands are also.
Do we even
taken.
know which key it is?
We have 2 to try.
Alright, what's your steps forward? Hold the staff in one hand and the keys in the other.
Okay.
No, we'll try one of the keys first. Just so I don't pick one of random. I don't even know which the different ones are.
Roll a d2.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are they called?
Yeah, you try the ivory key with the fork at the end, and yeah, it slides into the skull, and you hear the magical click as the stone door grinds away. We should roll some initiative.
Man, I really should have said I wanted to do the shield action, not the scout. Oh well, I forgot.
Why do I have an
I mean,
18
yeah, you
above
can
my...
change
it's
that. That's fine.
the AC,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm doing a repeat a spell with the shield, I guess, yeah.
So yeah,
Cool,
initiative.
cool. So
you guys are still
level
up 4 for this, so this is
yeah, sure. Lucky in
really
the Foundry, you can just change your character to level 4 at the top, and it automatically reduces everything by 1. Actually,
that's nice.
Oh,
so as long as you just like technically think that you became expert and you're not expert in that. But what the fuck was that?
Ooh!
What's going on over there?
It'll be.
I should
come
have...
obvious quite soon.
that should be a 19, by the way.
It should be 19.
Oh,
Okay.
you lost 2. Oh, you boost wisdom as well.
Yeah, I added a wisdom on my level as well.
Updates. 19.
No, I got a total combat. If you don't know how you do this.
Hopefully it adds back the same things that I did
Sure,
before.
Osteo is super. I mean, it doesn't actually take them away. So if it's something you made it for like expert in or repeats, it doesn't remove those. So it's just like.
Okay, it adds my feet at the bonus feet. Okay.
yeah, I do remember. No, it didn't. Oh yeah, make my feet a bonus feet. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes feet bonus feet, and feet are like the most annoying thing anyway. So.
Good, Osteo.
I'm just
Actually,
gonna
really
go
bad.
back.
Wait, do you have high numbers? Incredible initiative. I already had that one, luckily.
Okay. Wait, I should roll in Walker as well.
I can just click open on this door, right? No problem.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
will
actually
be
remember
the
which
start.
feet you got on later.
Hey, there's nothing in here, guys. It's empty.
Easy. No, as you
What?
as a door opens, you do see yeah, so the door like slides away like bone chips and bits of rotten flesh that are smeared along the floor, and once you get a view into the room, you can see it is quite packed with zombies that were producing the moans that you have clearly heard from the other side.
Whoa.
But
They're really big
Zombies.
zombies.
I never expected this.
They're really big zombies.
Weren't we here at level 2?
Level 3, I believe.
Yeah, only one level go. Alright. Yeah,
that's a really old encounter.
A huge horde of zombies.
Yeah, this probably won't take too long. Matters to.
Go on. Crow, you gonna enter the combat?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
the same one. Okay, this is the. Let's load off. And that would be actually even. No, that.
What
would be
did the
correct.
zomboys roll?
You don't know, but Ostion,
No.
it is your turn. Yeah,
Combat music turned off all of us. Oh, that is Austrian sound. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, kind of that's fine.
Austrian sound is so like. No,
You can move when you're ready, Ostian.
Yeah, I'll begin.
You're just met with this wall of like shambling zombies, almost like pouring out of the door.
Oh, that's like weird. Sound pretty spooky. You know what? For us casting shield, that means I'm right on the edge of my craziness constantly, which means why not unleash? Why not? Yeah, immediately after seeing him, I just just like enter my state of just like not craziness, but like like trying to embrace the innocent.
Okay. Maybe it's because of the link you've made now with the skull, but you can see like part of the psychic emanations coming from him. You can see like from his eyes and an open mouth. You can see like this faint blue glow as you can start to see like some of the skull kind of like change, like grow bigger. No, but then you realize it is. Parts of it are being added to it, like almost like it's slowly reconstituting like this skin, but it is
like
hard to make out like
yeah,
details. Yeah. Yes,
but it's also like
but
hard
yeah,
done, but it's not like it's all done.
Yeah, and your emanation, but it clearly have an effect on this this skull.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, and then I mean, there's only one, so I guess technically the what's it called? The telekinetic rend is like only like one of the areas, like I kind of target them all around through the group, right? It's like how I do it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I will choose to. Oh, even amp it. Why not? Hopefully this. So the amped version until I can make it amped. So it does slashing and bludgeoning, and yeah, I mean it just goes on them somewhere.
Right. Okay, let's see. Reflex save.
No, fortitude save.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, you paused the game.
You probably roll the damage, right, dude?
No, they might critically succeed.
They critically succeed.
You fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh man. You motherfucker. Osteon frowns as the magic didn't work. Like,
Yeah, so
strange.
this force comes crashing down on them, but being packed tightly as it is, like they hold each other up and are seemingly not very affected.
Fucking crazy. Then I step over here.
Right, and then you retreat.
I step back, retreat. Strange.
I go here. I step here. I raise my shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't even. It might be good if I do this. I raise my shield and then I'll try to feint. Oh wait, no, feint is melee range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, I just raise my shield and kind of stand here. Don't have
Did
any.
one action aid someone on the next thing? Oh, but then you could use your reaction, I guess. But yeah, guess it doesn't.
I mean, you
hurt.
can one action aid and then decide why you use your action.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. I'll aid Crone and.
Also, recall knowledge.
Oh yeah, you're right. I recall knowledge.
All right. Yes.
And I use undead.
Oh yeah, you're undead lord. Yeah, you have to recall knowledge.
All right. Yeah. So the zombies themselves don't seem particularly spectacular in their vitality. You know that these are most definitely created by necromancers. These are mindless undead. Them being packed up like this, they're probably like the lowest grunts, like shamblers. They are like users, obedient, expendable servitors. You know that because they're so packed tightly together, they don't function like it's hard to like slice at one and stop the whole troop, for example. So they there's some. Yeah, white slash would be more useful. Okay, Walker. God, I have to control Walker. He just divine lances, right? That's what he does.
That's what he does. I don't know if you can see it from there though. Maybe he moves down to like
form
the
moves
line.
down. It's like, oh
It's
Jesus.
no sword like this. AOE is good.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Boop. Okay, he conjures the lance and hits one straight between the eyes. Let's see for how much damage. There we go.
We get to see Walker's rules probably.
Oh, yeah, here's the damage.
Ooh.
It's good damage. Okay.
By the way,
Yeah,
we
so-
straight up see the health bar and not just the damage.
Yeah, I think we went through that last time.
Yeah, because there was
okay.
issues with the triggers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, that's Crow's turn. Oh, sorry, Walker's turn. Crow is yours.
Well, Crow will lose his exploit vulnerability, but now with an extra twist, as he has learned to breach defenses
Ooh, fancy.
whenever that is rolled.
One weak point increase. Okay. Yeah, roll that exploits.
The actual roll.
Nice.
highest increased resistance that can be bypassed.
Basically, if they don't have weaknesses,
Yeah.
they have resistance kind of thing, right?
Cool.
Yeah, it adds.
An option.
I mean, I get to know the highest resistance can be bypassed in addition to it.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, so you know that. Yeah, so what Maya said holds true. You know that they're especially weak to positive damage, and they don't have any resistances.
What about AoE?
Well, then Crow takes the benefit of positive damage if that's the highest weakness. And then, can you feint mindless creatures?
No, I think Feint
No,
is
It's a mental attack.
Yeah.
Feint is a mental.
These are definitely mindless. So Crow, yes, goes for shot, which is repeated.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they're not even
It's
trying
just
to
a
dodge.
cover
Just,
of my butt.
they're just trying. Yeah, it's still a crit by.
Why does the attack have the like Pokemon grass attack?
The whip sound.
Oh.
Wait, but you don't have Dead Slayer yet, right?
Oh yeah, I don't have one to say, yeah, so we'll move 4 damage.
20 damage.
You didn't change your character to level 4. Oh, wait,
I did change my character,
oh,
but I
it
didn't
kept
take damage.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps feet. So
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
it turns it into all of your feats that are
nice.
overflow turns into bonus feats.
But there should also be the weaknesses on this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's 20 plus weakness.
Well, 18.
18 plus weakness.
Oh wait,
So that's
Slayers.
That was a crit.
23.
Slayers plus 2.
Yeah, but that's a crit.
So
Oh
into
yeah,
a
you're
double.
right. You're right.
Okay, yeah. So the bullet, like these zombies, have probably been there for a while because the bullet just goes straight through one of the heads and hits like another behind it. And they both just like collapse with their head struck behind.
Time for the others.
Just keep going. As you know, the gun doesn't misfire, but like you just like gun like has to slap it.
Shoots and almost hits mine in the air.
Anything else? That was 3 actions, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay, so the Shambler troop. They start spilling out into the hallway. You're like defending like this entryway, but like they just like push past you. Like some of them do. Some of them start clawing at your shield, but like there's so many of them, you can't like be a wall to it
Like
all.
the zombies
And
in Game of Thrones, they just kind of come in a wave.
Yeah, there's like someone crawl over you, like some of them between your legs, stuff like that. And yes, soon you're all engulfed by this mass.
Some of us more engulfed than others.
True that. And then it does a shambling onslaught. So all of these zombies like lash out with their their instinctive fists. So everybody make me a basic reflex save.
I guess it's a CS as well.
Hey.
Right, Jacko would be CS as well.
Sorry?
The head would also be.
No, I think we went over this. Like if it's not like an active combatant, then it's whatever.
Nice.
It feels so bad to have a familiar and just immediately when AoE is.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
reflex? Shit, I suck at reflex.
So,
Maybe
Orc
I.
as well.
Oh shit. Do we have one here? One or two here? I can't remember.
A 1 at start.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay. So wow, everybody did really well, huh?
Well, sure, yeah.
You have roll for Walker.
So, yeah, sorry, I did secretly, but here it is. So everybody crit succeeds other than Ocean, who fails.
Yeah.
So so my you're just like this tank, metal tank. Crow, you're extremely fast, like dodging out of the way. Walker, he's made out of
He's a fucking
wind.
ghost.
Yeah, but also like they just grab onto your bones, and you take Are they slow? They are not. Oh, yeah, they are a zombie. Okay, so you take 9 damage.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world, as
Not
you
the
are
end of the world.
being harassed, and it is your turn.
I will not be harassed.
Right, fuck this. Austrian just like, well, stand there, like, and just lets himself be engulfed. And I will, first of all, cast. I mean, it's weird, right? Shoot strike is kind of weird because, like, somatically, like, there's so many of them. But I guess, like, I'm like seeing, my hatchet like flying through, like, a swarm of them, like cutting it, next, and like kind of flies through the crowd.
Where can I get the multi-kill?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll cast that, and then I will
Get that
like
all going.
telekinetic projectile, like I mean, I know like technically is now it works, but imagining it, flying through like the crowd and like cutting them all down.
For sure, yeah, no, that could definitely work.
And I will amp it because why the fuck not? And I'm because I got to amp because I'm two striking, so can't miss it. With slashing damage. Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
20 nat 20!
Wait, that's the double?
The double nat 20!
Yeah, it's double that
Oh my
20.
god, with the true strike!
How
such
many
value.
20s have we rolled in this, like...
Yeah, we rolled crazy this session. Oh my god, the double 20, holy shit. I like how it chose the second 20 to take at the highest one.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Of all the combats you had to do in this one.
Right, so the damage. And I don't know, it says I can... Yeah, I don't know. It also says on its critical success, you so that's 20 slashing.
Slashing damage, yeah.
Is that even double?
Oh, wait, that's not doubled. So
That's not doubled.
So that's
It's
40 slashing damage.
Okay.
40 slash. Oh my gosh!
Well, as part of it being a troop, I believe it can't on a single strike. It can't go below a certain HP threshold.
Shit.
Oh, by the way, my attack should have been was -2 more because weapon expertise also comes at level 5.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it added the weapon expertise?
Yeah, I mean, I'm weapon. I'm actually no, I'm not. Actually, no, yeah, I'm not a weapon expert. Okay,
Right, it should, because those are part of your class thing, so that should be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, can do class, but
Can't
not
do
others.
2 at once, so it like can't skip a whole phase kind of thing. Like it can go down to just above like the 1. Below
Yeah,
that
so-
kind of thing,
Yeah, but it does keep ancestor feats apparently around, but it does.
Yeah, those kind of
this
feats it
is
keeps around, but
correct.
class feats it removes them.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's still
Yes.
good.
So the cleaver like spins through, like taking off limbs of various zombies that are just like, in a state where they just like, and then they seemingly can't control themselves anymore, and
Sweet.
fall down.
On a critical sense, it also I can push the target up to 10 feet away. Like I can there's some I guess it's kind of weird, right? But there's like kind of but they like spilled out, so the ones that are like close to me, I guess I can try to push back through the door almost.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think
So
that
you
makes
push the
sense.
target
Sure.
10 feet away from you.
Yeah. So the closest ones you push a little bit. 10 feet, so okay.
Yep.
But like
You push all the ones who are still alive gets. I guess you kill everyone on this side of the door. It's fucking.
yeah, sure, that works. Yeah,
perfect.
there's still like a few of them scrambling out to get you.
Nice.
That was 3
that is my
actions?
turn. Yeah, and then afterwards, I do like a slump forward. Jacko, by the way, I don't know if it's like a normal troop. I think they change size also when they go.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you were like, it's fine, too short.
Yeah,
But okay, it's
exactly.
fine. I'm just wondering if you knew.
Yeah, my.
I did figure it out.
Grips,
Sorry, when you guys were exploring the bank, but I forgot in the meantime.
Yeah, it's fine. I also it's probably a short fight, so maybe it's not.
Yeah.
My grips the bastard sword with 2 hands and goes for the cleave, or attempts to.
Nice.
Oh.
She fucking chips into the door instead. But she
And then you see the
wrenches
door's
it out
actually
of
starting
the
to
door.
close again. So that takes your reaction, and you you put your body in place so that it can't, and it swings back out.
Yeah, and tries another one instead, but rolls a 9 and misses again.
Oh my.
God damn it.
It's sad times.
Sad times.
One more action.
Walker
No, she gripped in 2 months.
Oh, grip 2, yeah.
Walker does the same thing. He has like guidance or some shit, right? Or no? Divine Lance. Oh no, he shields, that's what he does.
Yeah, that's what his ammo.
Ooh, he misses barely.
Oh, that is indeed.
But
I'm
he
sorry
knows
for this.
about the engulfing at this point, right? So he would move instead
Oh
of
yeah,
That's
that's
true,
Maybe
yeah,
he'll
yeah,
move,
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, okay, I'll move down there.
But no chase him, right? No, he's a delicious ghost.
Grow. Oh, let's finish this. As
I like
it goes for another shot. You can't ride in mine, that's any either,
No.
yeah. Yeah, so no way to like actually use other actions really. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
not even a 16 hits.
Maybe I'm alive.
Oh, we were level 3 when we did this. It's understandable. 16 doesn't.
No, it's a...
Oh, let's try again.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, you know, the bullets.
Bad rolls are not spread out. It's good rolls and then bad rolls.
And
You can see like the loud noise echoing in the small vaults room as the
Yeah.
bullets.
Grow also pulls back over here.
Alright. My
There's
once
like
again.
dead zombies on top of the normal zombies, so they hit the dead ones instead. And
Exactly, yeah, and then they
Up
crawl over
goes
the
a
dead bodies now.
tailbath. There's just so many of them.
Can we give me another reflex save?
Yeah.
Mine, Ocean.
that's probably a fail.
Yeah, I
Do
think
worse
we'll
reflex save. I do worse for
Alright.
others. Like for those
I will use my selfish shield to block some damage.
I will take the damage. I like it.
So it
So I
is
take
9
4
damage.
less.
Oh,
So I take
I
5.
recognize that 9.
Alright. Yeah, so they're clawing badly at you, trying to get at your brains, but I mean, also you don't even have any.
I also was like, we're meant to finish it. That's like, like kind of, the mind sort of fails, like kind of all the emanations sort of end, and I get, I'm left kind of like stupefied in place. But like regardless, I'll try to like shake off the stupefied and like just start at least by.
As you say this in frustration, the skull says, maybe the bag wasn't so bad after all. This is very exposed.
I fire and score at them with my telekinetic projectile. Man, that's something. You know what? I'm just going to telekinetic projectile, even while being stupefied. Also, just keeps it like whirling around, like flying. So I'm going to do a flat check first of all, see if I can even do it, and I cannot. So I'm unable to get to my senses. So instead, I just walk back out as well.
Yeah, you try to catch the blade or the hatchet boomerang, but you don't target it well enough, and it clashes to the ground as you're a bit dulled.
Yes.
You're surrounded by the undead.
Yeah, makes a sweeping
There we
strike
go.
just around herself.
It's got you right where you are.
Very nice.
Dealing 14 slashing damage.
Oh, yours is striking now. I forgot.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, just like
strikes
take
once,
3 of them out, in a like 90-degree angle.
turns around and tries again.
There we go. There we
Very
go.
nice.
There we go.
And does another 19.
Yeah, and you just wait for the remaining ones to like clamber at you. They just like heavy cleave down. The remaining horde, and
Beautiful,
yes.
beautiful.
Looks like we've made a good choice though. We didn't engage with those when we were here before.
That would have been a bother.
Yes, let us examine the room and see if there's anything useful in here.
Walk through the corpses. Send out detect magic, I guess, from instead.
Okay. Anyone searching? Give me a perception.
Yeah, I would definitely start searching once inside.
Yeah, I was searching my book this campaign.
Also, you send out your magical pulse, but you don't get anything back.
Okay.
Crow?
Bro is searching around.
Well, they spend it after the quick pulse, and while I'm like waiting, I guess probably a few minutes, whatever, to like search. But I guess there's like bodies and stuff to sift through. I'll just start refocusing.
All right. Yes. So in this, in this, almost like storage room, like this, you don't see any like vaults in here. Obviously, there's no lockboxes or even like treasure. Apparently, you see. Like looking at this, it seemed like the zombies themselves were somehow the thing deposited, and investigating them, you actually do find like the 4 zombies that were at the front. They had, as you turn them around and like maybe grab one of the heads were lobbed off. You see like they have embedded in their foreheads are like onyx gemstones.
Nice. More
Crow
onyx.
grabs them and throws them
Cool
in the
ones.
swappies.
You just grab the heads or the gemstones?
The gemstones.
Okay, yeah, you try and pry it. You think it's possible, but like without like damaging the gemstone, it would be a little finicky. So
let's just take the heads and figure out this later. He just cuts off the heads and puts them in the back back folding.
Yeah, my sees him doing this. He just takes her sword and lops them off.
Let me check something. Yeah, Crow, actually, as you like suggest this, you know that pretty sure no merchant engravers would think it's strange if you just like offer up the heads in total with the gems on them, like almost like pre-mounted. That would be totally acceptable in Great Urge.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Reveal the treasure.
Okay, just size onyx gemstones. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just put in the swapsies.
Yeah. Thematically, they are in the back folding, but
Yeah.
Also,
we have 31 golden swapsies. It's just weird that it says 1 gold and 31 quantity instead of actually saying 31
gold. Did we
gold.
not check this door?
We've checked this before.
Did we? Oh, it is empty.
Yeah, the door is since closed, but you can open it with the key actually that you received from that you found in Capkita's Sanctum, and but it is empty.
Yeah. I take just for good riddance. For the road. One more search.
All right.
Same thing.
Sadly, this room doesn't seem to offer anything else.
Well then, let's...
It's been about 10 minutes now with them searching both rooms thoroughly, I'm sure. So I'll still like that.
Let us return.
I want to have one more look at the mystery note here. Just in case I come with an idea. And Crow, so what's this list of words, basically?
Right. Yeah. It's a list of stuff and...
You said they were crossed out? They're all crossed out?
They're all crossed out, indeed.
Can we see what the last one was? Like, is it possible? Is it like there's space underneath? Was it organized where it's a list and then the list comes to an end?
Well, yeah, there are you can see it's starting at the north wall and ending at the east wall, and the last list of words isn't as long as the others. You can see the final ones just say rusty flute, rye muffin, and brass button.
Do we roll something to try to find the unity between all these words? Because obviously we don't see all these.
Yeah. Let me see.
I drop some of blood on top of it. Why not?
I don't know, some blood on it, but
clear this. This should probably be blood on the list. Undead blood.
You rub the blood to no effects. Also, you can roll. Yeah, roll what you think is appropriate in this manner, trying to solve the puzzle would. It's mostly just intelligence, right? See, survival, no.
I mean, the closest thing, in this game would be laws
What?
or perception.
What?
Those are...
So when we put the key in before, did this thing like dissolved into a staircase, right? What's gonna happen? No.
Yeah. So it
turned
slid
the other
away, and then a stairway revealed itself turning. Give me a perception check. Everyone who's
Yeah.
trying to find the thing.
I'm sure the skull. I'm like, I say skull. See us. Do these words mean anything to you? And I will perception for nothing else. That would be public so we will blind. Can I control click in that sheet?
Okay.
Master charisma, master level.
Yeah, he says, I know the meaning of these words, yes. But I don't know if they're meaning together. I suppose that's what you're after. And yeah, you guys investigate. You get the sense that the entries get more and more out there, like more and more like seemingly random. And they're so like unconnected to each other that they seem to be just plucked out of thin air. You get the sense of someone who always tries to brute force a solution. That this is probably what they were trying to do. They were just trying at random find a phrase or something that would do something.
Insanity.
Just some insane lunatic trying to figure this out, losing his mind over it.
Yes, so it seems.
From what I gather, it has nothing to do with the actual. Like, it's not a puzzle to get it open. It's just someone who's tried to get it open.
Very much possible. Probably would require the key that we do not have in our possession.
Likely.
It seems that the new key that we acquired was not as useful as we thought. Well, perhaps...
Kind of understandable, to be honest, because...
Yes, they would have looted that place already, wouldn't they have? Unless my hope was that, say, this vault door was only openable with both keys in hand. But
I touch it with both keys.
You kneel down, touched with both keys, but nothing else happens.
But it seems that was not correct.
I goes up to the wall, takes some chalk and both keys. Right?
I guess like before, either like while we're walking out, or soon we'll like try something he hasn't tried before, just see. He kind of like tries like almost like visualize how his magic works, and almost like in him it's almost like a thread that kind of goes back, and he kind of imagines it on in some way manifesting on this slab, and tries to like almost like cut the thread. I like try to cast a spell magic at it, just in the such chance.
Yeah.
I cast a level 2.
Give me a counteract check.
Oh.
But it would need to be a pretty low level.
Yeah.
So you target like this this magic that you sensed before, and try to like mentally combat against it, but it seems so robust and ancient that you are like almost like buffed it back a little bit.
Yeah, Opsion isn't surprised, but he just attempts it and just like walks out without saying anything.
Let's hope that I guess our only hope is that the head of the the local head of Builders Union, I can't remember his face name right now. I'm sure my class will help me with that when we get there.
Loud fact.
Yes, that man.
Is there an NPC handout for them, Jacko?
Not right now. But I'll write down type of name.
Yes, perhaps he seemed to very much excited about this, so perhaps he will help us in
If nothing
opening
else,
that box.
you know, us having the key would mean he gets access to this part of the part of the.
We can also share the secrets we know of already. The other rooms.
You should probably give him one of the keys, to be honest.
Yes, we should probably give him. And
maybe later. It's like
If
on our way out.
Yeah, if you just head out.
All right. Yeah. Is there anything?
As you walk out, just in case I ever miss anything, I'll do detect magic as like my explanation while I walk out. Maybe just because I'm sure we missed in the morning.
Yeah, like accounting for the things you know are magical, you don't sense anything else.
Cool.
I mean, we had to build a Sunyan, I guess, again.
We are? What are we doing now?
I mean, do we, like, when we probably inform the guy, like, what we have done and stuff? Makes sense.
If you want,
really,
Russian probably is just like, you probably just head home, but if you want to do it,
does Mai have other thoughts as well?
I don't see a reason why I should go back to him, so I would just go. Probably just return back to the manor.
Oh, well, I will go inform him of the situation.
Do we want to?
What?
Do we want to schedule a talk with the Bloodlord?
I can do that as well if you guys want to go back to the manor. I have
always so reliable. Like give you a slap on the back and start heading back to the manor.
Option is kind of like, I think she will reach to us, but if you wish,
possibly I will. I will go by and inform that we are quite free currently.
That's another saying. Yeah, just also walks back to the manor.
Okay.
So Crow first go to Builder's Union.
Yes, in the interest of time, I do want to get somewhere. So, so yeah, what do you want to discuss with Leodric?
He would inform that we have done our check. It seems that we were wrong about how to open the last the vault that we were the most interested in. And we will be interested in their assistance on this matter. We could share what we know of the rest of the bank. And of course, provide them with the key to the bank vaults that we have.
Okay. Can you give me another diplomacy check?
Easy enough. Yeah, sure. Don't even need to ask.
No way.
Oh my god.
Oh my what can I do with these dice?
He's so great at this.
Crazy.
Yeah, the headmaster of the Builders League says in return that it's obviously unfortunate that the border wasn't quite in your favor in this one, but his side still remains that he will obviously try and help you out both with the bank. He accepts this partnership to delve into the secrets further. He says they are quite good at that, and if they do find anything that you might be interested, they'll definitely let you know at Skellig Manor. And they also try and schedule an appointment to head over to the manor itself to maybe have a further discussion.
Schedules an appointment for let's say a couple of days from now.
All right. Yeah. No, that definitely works. He writes it down and agrees to meet you then.
I would also be interested in going to meet that one random stonesmith that he met sessions ago, what we were looking for.
Let me check. Oh, when you were you were asking around.
Investigations for finding the bone shards or whatever.
Yeah, that was actually a carpet maker, I'm quite sure. But yes, the merchant. Yes, the I have his name written down somewhere. But yes, you head up to a shop quite close to the bone shard hideout that you the tunnel system that you used to get there.
Close glasses kind of nicely making remember what the dude's name is. And
yes, you remember his name to be Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. It's been a while. Well, not that long a while, but a while in my line of work.
Oh, hey, it's you, yeah. Crow, I remember. It's quite a distinct name.
Yes. I came to check by how things have been going here. I'm not sure if you've heard, but the bone shards are long gone. So,
Oh, yes, I heard... well, not much, to be honest, but... things have definitely changed in the past few days. No more obvious shakedowns that I've heard of recently, at least. So you had something to do with that, or?
Yes, me and my accomplices dealt with, well, not accomplices, but my partners dealt with some of the more rowdy gangs, such as the, what was it, 2 fingers, 3 finger, 4 finger, what was the name of the gang?
Three-fingered hanging, yeah.
The 3 fingers, such as the 3 finger gang.
That was you. Oh, yeah, I did hear about that as well, actually.
Yes.
That's great. Look, I gotta admit, I was pretty cautious to trust you on your word. When you walked in here like that and made claims about helping us, but you pulled through. As a member of the meat market, all I can do is thank you.
And that has been accepted. I came to check by if just to see that the situation has indeed calmed down as hoped from all those events.
Yeah, I mean, I'll spread the word. You'd also be interested in hearing, I guess, that there's been. Can you give me another diplomacy?
Sure. Let's see.
Yeah, definitely have a circumstance bonus on this.
Living.
Okay. Oh, and immediately 24 with a circumstance bonus.
I think is already a circumstance bonus. Yeah, I have +1 circumstance already on that.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, he says, well, I mean, I guess you being a fighter for the quick, there are musings of the Quick Death Coalition. We've actually had some, some talks with the more prominent members of the market, and yeah, things are looking up. We're trying to, unionize, get some rights for ourselves, and I think people are responding. I think there's a genuine wish for progress.
Would be very useful to help the quick have their own word be more heard in these parts.
Yeah, so I guess if you're willing to keep up the effort, I'd say just spread the word. Let people know that we're interested in more rights for us.
This is something I'm sure you maybe have heard. Is this something that you wish the Bloodlord to know about?
I think before that happens, we should be a little bit more prepared.
Very well.
Luckily, she doesn't have much tension towards us either way, but best not to.
She will not hear about it then from my mouth for now.
Alright, thanks again. Yeah, if you ever, as I said, if you ever needed a discount on some carpets, you know where to find me.
Well, we are about to renovate our mansion, so perhaps some new carpets could come to question.
Alright, yeah, great. Just let me know.
No, I'm a busy man, so need to keep going. Thank you
Gotcha.
for this quick
Yeah.
talk.
See what you did there. Yeah, he goes back to the heavy machine where he's like laying down a carpet, like doing it. I don't know how you make a carpet. And yeah, you exit his shop.
You have like a sewing needle and a lot of
And what Crow
Sure.
would like, the main things Crow would do is like go by Berlin's place and like check with the head. Well, probably talk to the head guy. Like they has informed that like we are pretty much open schedule. We have a thing when he has made a deal for the thing that I know about. But like, I don't know, we are pretty open schedule and we'll be interested in the talking
Okay.
as soon as possible.
Yeah, you actually find them together, and Berlin says, "Oh, hi there. Yes, that sounds lovely. Actually, I hope you don't mind. I was preparing some dinner for tonight. To swing by and celebrate and talk business. What do you say?"
That works greatly. Great. Oh, I was just heading to the store to pick up some. What's the name of the wine?
Ice wine. Alcanzar ice wine. Yeah.
Some wise wine and other supply.
Oh, I was gonna say don't worry about the supplies, but if you have some of that available, yeah, present it. I'll deal with the rest. I'll deal with the food itself. Oh, and keep it a surprise for the others. I like seeing the faces.
I shall inform them that you will come that you are sure when you are gonna come next week. Yes, you weren't quite sure.
Perfect. She gives you a wink and says, "No, off you go."
And Crow goes by the ice wine and whatnot. Go.
Yeah, you take out your grocery list. Just general food items. Stuff that can be kept for a long time. Potatoes, salted dried meats and stuff. And yeah, you procure this special wine as well. And they carry back like this grocery bag to the manor. All right.
I don't know. Do you think you would have healed us up, Mai? We were both a little hurt, right? Or you not hurt? Okay.
What? Sorry.
Is my hurt? I'm just running Ostion's like a little wounded, so when they're back to the manor, he might ask you for
5 HPs. So she doesn't actually mind the damage. Yeah, if you ask for healing, she will.
Yeah, I thought so.
Heal you.
How much you do now for one? 6? So it's a 12?
12.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down like a little bit. Probably fine. At like 6, whatever.
Let me recover some like in the night.
Exactly. Cool.
When do we level up?
Comes back, he drops the groceries at Argon. I assume you guys are those says. We have the Builders Union will come have a talk in a couple of days, and they will inform us about any interesting discoveries they find in the bank, any secrets that we didn't already know about. The negotiations went well on that. Oh, and Berlin will come by at some point. I wasn't quite sure when.
Sounds like her. Well, we haven't really done much today. Well, just out of curiosity, we don't want to Crow. I'm guessing you don't want to always need to be the one to do the groceries? Like actually physically need to go to town and buy the things for the manor.
Yes, that would be great if I wasn't the one actually doing the.
Do we want to make more servants?
More servants
for
are useful.
Argon to
we have a body.
Order around.
We don't have the skills for it. That was what we came to conclusion to. Yes.
I think we have both a body and the skills for it.
Do we?
I think so. I'm gonna go back to Swapsies. Because we definitely have a body. It's downstairs. To make a shambler, that's 15 gold, and it requires a person who is expert in Arcana, Occultism, or religion. Probably religion for this one, right? It doesn't say which one it is.
I think it can be any one then.
Here and there, it
Sorry,
should say
doing the
if you
ritual?
Yeah,
Look at the ritual.
thinking of we're talking about doing the ritual. And
Let me
yeah, it's expert in Arcana, Occultism, or religion, and then we need a secondary person who's at
Any of
least
us
trained.
expert in one of those?
Walker, maybe?
Is Walker an expert in religion, do you think? I'm not sure if I believe
Wait,
that.
we don't have anyone who's not even expert in Occultism or Arcana?
I mean, I get like 3 expertise on those later, so I'm handing them. And we have,
Hawker
like,
is an expert in acrobatics for some reason.
I like it, Walker. Good guy.
interesting.
Okay, I guess we don't have any experts yet.
Yeah, there's a feat I could get, class feat, that allows me to do up to master with just trained. Like after that master requirement for rituals. And gives me +2 to rituals, but I haven't taken that one.
I'll also say that I believe I don't have
What's the
it right now, but
DC
great on
for
that.
it?
It depends on the creature level, right? Like the
Yeah.
zombie ritual. This member of the three-finged hand gang was quite capable. She was level 2, so it'd be a little bit harder than if you.
But wouldn't
reanimate
it
her.
be specific for the creature we're trying to create? It's not the person we're using it on, it's what creature we're trying to create.
So
we create a like -1 zombie or some shit.
Okay,
right?
you're right.
It's
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely. Yeah, you can just use that to.
Like
to
we would
create
even want a
zombies.
-1, right? So the DC would be the easiest. We don't want to do anything
Yeah.
combat related. But yeah, I think we just straight up can't do it, but none of us are experts in it, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm so confused that no one's an expert in none of those three.
I don't think I'm ever going to be an expert. So I don't know if someone's planning to be, it's someone else.
Yeah, for me, it's I ultimately get expert in my like own recall knowledge. That's every recall knowledge. So I don't really need that technically. My class just gets them expert later.
Like we're never gonna be able to identify anything either, because nobody's gonna ever have good.
Yeah, I get expert at level 9.
That's a little bit. That's a little bit. It's a little bit of time.
So, but I could do rituals like earlier if I took a feat for it.
What are you taking skills in, by the way?
Socials.
Ian.
Oh yeah.
Intimidation, also social deception. I got some diplomacy.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trained in occultism, but my fucking int is -1, so I'm not like
Oh yeah, that's
planning to
true.
go that hard
I
into it.
forgot you're also a charisma. Are we
Yeah.
all like either primary or secondary charisma?
Like I could be pretty good at religion or nature, but the problem is like I just like it makes no sense. Like religion or Sion doesn't give a fucking shit about, so it's like I'm not doing it.
Our party is like a bunch of charisma mains, so like, well,
Really
charisma.
nice.
You are like the only non-charisma main.
Yeah, I'm the only one who doesn't have charisma as a key
Secondary
modifier, but it is my secondary.
Yeah.
We are so
So
charisma.
we're like, I'm just like shrug. It's like, perhaps we will figure out, or we can just buy one.
We could.
How much does a servant cost?
We could
A
hire
zombie
an
servant
expert for that as well. Someone who's trained in such a skill that formed ritual for us.
It's a day of work. I don't know how much we would save on it.
I mean, if you buy a minus on that, is there a way to like you can bind it? I guess right. That's like a thing you can do. Bind that.
Yeah, like we did with the horse.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Berlin would probably be able to provide us
Animals and gear now.
But it only lasts a day. I don't know if there's a way to permanently like get an undead under your control.
It'll be
You
harder,
have
but it's
to almost
definitely
create it
possible
yourself,
with
right?
reanimators. But it is tougher than just making it.
Perhaps Berlin can help us with this matter whenever she comes by, or at least give us the information on like what's
What
on.
sort of
Give us
shows?
advice, sure, but I don't think she'll help.
Of course.
Unless we offer something. in return,
Yes.
of course. Which we don't have.
Advice is something she does give. Do we mention to her about the bank deal? I'm curious.
She'll probably want to know why the tax collectors got about to not open the bank all of a sudden.
Yes, and I'm curious to hear her thoughts on how things are.
She's the one who said we should go with the Builders League, so...
Yes. I am curious to know how bad of a deal did we actually make. She would.
Yeah. So. So you rest for a little bit, and I think we're gonna do a little bit of a skip in time.
how big of a skip?
Wasn't
Well,
she
you know,
coming to
she comes. We're gonna skip towards that, like when Berlin
Oh, okay.
arrives.
Okay.
Um,
No, I mean, like, is it gonna take like days for her to show up, or?
No.
Oh,
Like,
you missed it. She's coming up tonight.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I asked her
Bro
that
knows
like
she's
when.
coming tonight, but like he
Crow was
he
playing
asked him
coin.
to
Yeah.
Okay,
to
cross thank God.
not mention it.
I missed. I wasn't in my room. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's coming tonight, and we'll start there with Berlin. She has arrived in her carriage drawn by the skeletal horses, and she's accompanied by two other skeletons. One you're familiar with, mostly Ocean. It is the large, lanky, tall skeleton called Reacher that she uses to grab things, as she's quite short herself. And one is another skeleton humanoid, shorter, called Glorinza. She calls her Glorinza, which is the name of the servant that she had while alive, and merely Yalzar dissects.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we saw fuck up as well originally.
Yeah.
Which
You saw perhaps the reason she was turned into a skeleton, exactly. So dinner's underway. Berlin definitely takes the lead in the conversation at first, jumping from topic to topic. She mentions just regular Grey Dutch gossip, who's marrying who has she found out a new recipe for a pig head pie, stuff like that. She mentions also the kitchen that hopefully it'll be renovated soon. And as
I humor her.
supper, you just
Crow obviously
not
is
alone.
very also.
Yeah, she seems to be having a good time. The tall lanky Reacher is still in the foyer with a hand on his sword at all times. And you've noticed that with every course that gets presented, she does rub like a ring on her finger that twinkles with like a greenish light. And as she notices you pay attention to this. She says, "Oh, it's just a poison detector. It's not that I suspect you of anything. It's just a very good habit for a bloodlord to keep. We can never be too careful." Speaking of poison as well, there are things we should discuss. But I've been doing a lot of the talking so far, so if there's a topic who you wish to breach, and she kind of like looks at you pointedly, Crow.
Well, a topic that you'll be quite interesting, perhaps even have slightly heard of the rumors. We recently acquired a paper that proves that the Builders Union actually owns the bank in Cradurge and not the tax collectors. This is what my men talked to you about. If you had a choice which side to pick.
Yes, your random but weighty question. I clearly remember.
Yes. We decided to go with the Builders Union, although I'm not sure whether we made a good deal about them. At least they are happy. They will possess the bank soon.
Oh, yeah, well, that's very nice of you. I wish I could have seen the reaction on the face of that quick tongue, but
he was the most excited.
No, she means someone else.
Very.
she was talking about the individual of the tax collectors.
The tax collectors. I do wish that as well.
All right, well, I suppose I can't keep you on my own forever. You have to spread your wings and fly. And I guess you could do worse than the builders. Don't forget all about the poor old reanimators, of course.
You have been the most excellent employer. So we will of course continue working with you as well.
Yes, matter of fact, as your, I suppose right now it's official employer, I do have another job for you. Kind of considers. Well, okay, so we have business and pleasure. I mean, Alcyon, I did promise you some advice, information on whatever you're looking for.
It has also gotten stranger as I kind of like lift up like the skull and like kind of something on the desk. Like this came alive yesterday.
Oh, isn't that cute? She starts petting it.
I did not mean to do so.
Yes, he has touched that skull and it became his familiar, I believe.
I do not know what it is, but it remembers
this,
some of my past.
How long had you been carrying this skull around?
As long as I can remember.
Well, so there's two possibilities then. One is that it was in fact always animated, you just hadn't noticed. I mean, clearly the place where you awoke has some necromantic energies that allowed you to. And maybe it was the same for this gentleman, lady,
Yes,
thing.
you can speak if you wish.
I'd rather not. He kind of like turns his head on the table. Quite frightening.
And the other possibility.
The other possibility is that you, in fact, subconsciously did something. He told me about your abilities, about your ways of telekinesis and mental strength. You somewhat have seeped into it. If it were me, I would probably go for the second explanation until further information is provided, because that would mean that you're quite a powerful mentalist. So.
Yeah, I didn't know slowly. And then just let it
But on that front, maybe my gifts will clear the air somewhat, because while I'm no diviner myself, of course, I am a master in the art of necromancy, and I think I have something that will help. But as I said, we have that would be the pleasure side of things. We also have business to discuss. Which do you prefer? I start sipping some after dinner coffee.
It's always good to end on a fun note. Why don't we do pleasure first? Business first?
Let us get business out a little bit.
Fair enough. I would be curious myself as well. Yes, so the plot to poison the city. Thank you for the gift, Mai. Left on the table. It was hard to clean out the bloodstain, but it proved valuable indeed. I did some digging, and after some painful experimentation, Kapkira was open-minded. She was a naughty young woman indeed. No mistake of that. And sure enough, there is in fact a coven of hags called the Graveclaw that did make the toxin you discovered. And wouldn't you know it, the Graveclaw includes an Annis hag named Iron Tavia. And the cherry on top of the pie is that she was Kapkira's mother. Kind of like smiles at that.
Yeah.
Can you write down the name, Joker? The Iron.
Iron.
And what kind of hag was she?
Anna's
Anna's
hag,
hag.
she
Yeah, I
calls.
also don't know what that means. But I just
So
like,
she was
can,
the head of Grave. She was the head of the.
I think she said it was a member, right?
She was a member, yes.
Oh, I can remember that.
Yeah, can we make a check for a knowledge check for the type of hag that she said she was?
Do a knowledge check for hags in general.
Yeah,
But I
so
also doesn't, so I don't know shit. I don't want to crit fail.
I wouldn't do it
you
either.
know
but-
enough. You know enough
No,
about
but-
hags that they're intelligent creatures, not exactly monstrous. It would be society try and figure them out, or Aztec lore, of course.
Of course. Option. Always the great option. That's present.
I didn't think society. I was sure occultism for hags, but
They're just like a weird, like
In
race.
this world, it
So
would
it's
be
like, you know, it's the
Yeah.
same as like saying orc, I think almost, you know, just like a race. I know.
Double check here or something.
Maybe it's
something else
but
could
like-
apply.
yeah, but like
What about
Don't
lore
really-
hag, you know?
If you had it, for
if you
sure.
have a lore hag, then
I'm gonna take it up for my level 5 first. Whatever.
grab additional lore hag for.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'll say also, you also like look down
I-
at the things on your belt, and he just
Yeah.
like shakes his head.
I shake my head back at him.
You can cross off. You see, he actually says like, guess we can cross off hags of what I know of my previous life.
We were not hags. Good.
I'm glad as well.
Not
Um,
slowly.
Yes, Crow, you know enough about hags that you've heard the fairy tales, the stuff
Fairy
of nightmares. Yeah, there are
The
like a lot
bad
of like
guys in
co-
fairy
co-
tales.
co-
The
yeah, the bad
German
kind,
fairy
like the,
tales.
yeah, exactly.
Bro is all about fairy
Grimstall
tales because he's
stuff.
been outside the world this place for most of
Crazy.
his life.
Yeah, there's like cautionary tales, like I guess it applies as well, like where they are creatures of great powers, very strange magics. They often seclude themselves from society, but yeah, Anasaik, I'm not sure what that means specifically. Yes. Yeah, so as she shares that, he says, she says, and the Graveclaw has a pretty sizable reputation, in fact. Arantavia herself lives in the Axon Wood. They say she fled there a long time ago, chased out from the Owangi Expanse by the Magambia. I'm sure you're familiar. But that was decades ago, and the Coven, they are seemingly scattered. No one knows precisely where. And that's strange, because that's not very usual for a Coven of hags. No, it isn't. They usually try and, with their bonds, remain close, so that they, remain more powerful. But that's quite curious, and making an undetectable poison and testing it on the innocent farmers of craters. Whatever for, one might wonder. Especially because, in Gab, punishment is oh so severe.
Sounds a bit a risky move for a lone hag. Or a covenless hag.
Yeah,
Away from a coven.
Well, she is quite powerful. As I said, she's very old. I don't know much about her specifically. I actually do know that while she was in the Expanse, a wild and dangerous place, quite uncivilized, she was wounded, and she's never recovered, I believe. So she's probably not as strong as she used to be. I'm told that her services are available for those willing the price, but I'm a humble bloodlord, never in need or with the means to inquire.
Well,
That
you
is
want us
quite
to do that?
interesting.
Right.
So what do you need us for?
Well, I truly am sad to ask of you this, because I just gave you this beautiful home, and I know you're you're making it your own, but I do have to ask you to, if you don't mind too terribly, to visit the Iron Tavia in the Axon Woods. I don't think she'll be very happy to see you, since you eliminated her daughter. But I really do think we ought to find out what this poison business is all about, don't you? And of course, she goes on. Once you figured it out, well, I need you to clean it all up. I think murder is the best fate for everyone involved. After all, the Iron Tavia and anyone she's in league with, which I guess would be her coven, sought to inflict death on a massive scale, and that mustn't go unpunished. No, it just mustn't. I'm responsible to enact some justice, and I'm doing so through you.
How charming.
Just to make sure on politics side, which blood wall is in control of the Axon Woods?
The Axon Woods is a big part of Geb. I doubt it's a single one.
Yes, well, it's an interesting forest for sure. It's a fairy forest, some call it. It's dark and gloomy and haunted, and it's absolutely delightful.
There's a lot of spirits over there.
I wish I were going myself, to be honest. Who is in control of it? No one really. Not the Bloodlords. There's not many inhabitants that are willing to listen to such things as hierarchy and bureaucracy. And there's really not much industry there to be had. I'd say the closest Bloodlord would be one of our most recent members, in fact. He's the mayor of a little town called Corpslight, to the north of the forest, around the edge.
What was his name again? Because I know it.
She has like Glorinza come forward, and she grabs out a book and says, "Ah, yes, it is Mayor Avram Bloodout. He is
a vampire."
Yes, I've only met him the once, but a very ambitious gentleman. I feel like he was promoted because he was very instrumental in innovating their human farm. So, while I don't know him very well, I believe he's a gentleman, to my liking. I'm sure you'll know more about the Iron Tavia and where she might be found, or you could delve into the woods yourself and ask around there. There's many creature there that would be happy to oblige, I'm sure.
We will do our. I guess we would do our scouting of what where will we find our information for. So, Iron Tavia, do you wish to have heads this time, or does just the information that they are dead suffice?
That would be quite an off-topic carry, and I don't want you to stain my new bag I just gave you. No, I trust you enough at this point. I don't need you to lumber their head around.
Well.
There is another thing, and this time she actually does look down, and her fingers are like twiddling. I'm afraid I've got to take Walker off your hands. You see, there's trouble brewing in Grey Dirge. There's this organization spawned from Mekatar. It's called the Quick Death Coalition. They are looking for such silly things as rights for the quick, having an opt-in possibility for one dies to have their body be given to the state of Gab. Such things as positive energy being used legally. It's crazy business, and there is rumblings of it in Greater as well, sadly, and we should get ahead of it before it grows out of control. The hierarchy must be maintained, and I will have my dad socialites put on the matter. And Walker, you are, of course, instrumental in controlling, well, I should say delegating, both the undead and the living. So I believe you might be vital in this. And as some of my other requests, I'm afraid this is non-negotiable. Walker just like kind of looks at her and says, I mean, I guess it's preferable to go into these woods. I mean, Crater's just kind of become my new home. Kind of sucks to leave you guys though.
Make sure to keep the manor in one piece.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that's nice, having it all to myself. I hope you don't mind if I throw some parties in here.
It's your gold.
As long as the manor stays in good condition.
Yeah, Walker at this point puts his hands behind his head and his cozy legs on the table, as much as he can. It doesn't sound too bad, actually, as long as I can delegate. And yes, Berlin says, of course, I wouldn't want you to put any physical effort. But,
Well,
I should also mention, the woods are wonderful, of course, but also quite dangerous, and without someone such as, obviously capable as Walker, I believe I could impart on you a final gift. A ritual usually reserved for some of the more higher ranking members of GEP. Well, but I can, look through my fingers and have you partake as well. I'm sure it'll help you out in the long run.
Very well.
sounds nice. Like fun.
Yeah. What do we have?
It's great you're all taking this in stride. No, you've gotten quite comfortable here. Like, takes in a vial of blood.
Maya, like, seems like she's about to say something, but like stops herself. Like,
No, please. I am asking a favor here, so if there's anything you wish to ask of me in return, or if you want to know some more, please shoot away.
well, I'm guessing whatever reward you have in mind is going to come with whether or not we ask or not. So that's not really what I had.
I mean, this part of the request isn't mandatory. No, if you don't want to partake, you don't have to. I mean, there is some sacrificing involved, perhaps. If you're not quite comfortable with that, kind of looks at your question.
Go on.
Well, it's just this ritual, you see, to embolden your link to the negative plane you garner your power from. It's to improve your constitution. Make sure you're longer lasting.
And are there negatives?
That doesn't sound like a sacrifice to me. That sounds like
Oh.
a sacrifice.
Oh no, sorry, you misunderstand. It's not you guys that will be doing sacrificing. I have some sacrifices prepared. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yeah, go for it.
There's
just,
no
you know,
negatives. So no negatives to us, and it works on the living as well. Or but those of my kind, we are in between.
No, as a dampier, it'll affect you a little differently, but not too much. It won't harm your heartbeat or anything like that. No. Oh, I almost forgot. Good of you to mention this, Crow. And she has reached her, grab into a bag, and she takes out a document. And she hands it to you, Crow. And says, this document, because I'm oh so nice, is a legal binding document, a contract that should a person perish, doesn't necessarily have to be you. You are to be reanimated for a small service fee.
Well, that is useful. And does this reanimation mean that I keep my mind and my will and such, and I'm not bound to anyone?
Of course, yes. This is one such that yes, it is. It is meant for those in positions where if you weren't able to talk or think, it'd be quite bothersome. So no, yes, you will keep your mind, and the only thing that would change is that you would no longer need to breathe. There are some options. Maybe you should write it down beforehand, or the choice will be made for you on the form that you return in. As a Dampier, I'm not quite sure how hard it will be. It's obviously easier to become a full vampire, but there are options to become a zombie, a ghoul, or even a skeleton. And she looks at you also.
I will have to consider this path.
I thought
Not
vampirism
intended.
specifically needed to be inflicted before death.
It's true, but he already has some vampirism in him. I'm sure we can finagle that if you try hard enough.
No, I'm not sure if I want that vampirism in me, but I'll have to think about it.
Well, that with the is that the business that you wanted to discuss,
Yes.
or did that also include the pleasure?
That's the gist of it. The pleasure was my gift towards Ocean, as he's also in need of answers. Also, you asked if the ritual emboldening your negative connection will help you make remember. Maybe skeletons are quite strange in that regard, right? Because it doesn't make sense for you to walk around on the stage as you are. You're usually bound by your consciousness, keeping your skeletal form together. And while I don't think that particular ritual will have an effect, I do have another process in mind, where I tap into that specific element, step into your mind itself, and see if I can dig into it a little bit. It won't hurt in the long run, I promise, and it might. I'm glad to. It will be a perfect dessert to the evening. Okay? She looks at the other three, Walker included. So, well, but before we close the chapter on your new duties, is there anything you want to know about the woods, about Davia, about the coven?
We pondered about those topics. One question we would have liked to have an answer for you. We were able to acquire a body recently, and we wish to raise this as a servant for ourselves, because we could use someone who can actually go the storm, someone who has 4 legs, 2 legs and 2 hands. That is not one of us here. What are the best options we have when none of us can perform the rituals needed? We do have access to such rituals, but none of us are capable of such things.
That just reminds me that Walker literally is a part of the reanimators, but he doesn't have the skills to reanimate anything.
He's a reanimator, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she says, well, what you're asking is a little bit awkward because, the reanimators are in fact in charge of such matters, and it's usually not deemed polite to create your own undead servants, army, whatever you have, without informing us or, in fact, let us do the process.
In that case,
It is
at
quite
least we will talk about it.
costly. I know you're in possession of a manor, but that's usually reserved for nobles and the higher circles. I'd say what if we got a deal? Let's say you are successful in your mission, bring Tavia to an end and the Graveclaw. Then I can pull some strings with the reanimators, and I can provide you with means to create these servants, either by teaching you how to do it yourself or to employ our services. Obviously, I'm head of the reanimators. I can. It won't be too costly.
Sounds
This
good to
be-
me.
Yes. Yeah, well, this sounds reasonable.
Lovely.
Do we know anything about if the hag herself if her organization also has its heart in the forest, or
She says she said that the coven is now spread around.
I
that
mean,
they're
like
not close
specifically
to each other.
Iron, whatever.
That's one
It's-
person.
Is
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
I-
but if she has her own, because her daughter and the group with her daughter and whatnot, I'm guessing is like part of her own thing. Her like Iron.
I thought that's the
Out.
Graveclaws.
Oh, like that, yeah. No, Berlin says, I think Tavia doesn't like too much discussion. So, other than her sisters in the Coven of Graveclaw, I don't think there'll be other hags lurking about.
But no, a large amount of, servants or other similar to the four fingers that she sent here.
I honestly couldn't tell you for sure. I would say that she's quite respected in the forest, so usually she'll have people under her command, I assume.
I would imagine mindless servants, at least. As Kepkida seem to have a lot of those.
Yes, what self-respecting necromancer hag doesn't?
Or necromancer or anything for that matter. Yes, understandable. Well, we'll just have to see when we get there.
Yes.
Alright.
I do not have any questions that pop into my mind.
Neither have I. You can help us down with whatever.
She
You
takes like
decide.
one last sip of her coffee, puts it down, and stands up, not much taller than when she was sitting. Okay, well then follow me. Reacher! She snaps her fingers again. And Reacher starts, he actually goes out to the carriage outside and comes back with a larger bag. And also this shape is immediately familiar to you. This bag is filled with bones. And Reacher starts putting it in like this shape on the ground or in the lobby. Or like in the courtyard.
Yeah.
Like in a sort of vaguely circle shape, like you can see various long leg and arm bones are connecting them. And she says, okay, so for this is quite a useful place, actually. And she looks up at the red light. If you don't mind, you stand right here, and she directs you also around the mill next to the well.
But if I detach the CS from my belt and kind of like let him like sit like on a dining table watching, I guess, or something.
Okay. Yeah, you leave him behind, and yeah, she directs you to the middle. It says, "It would work best if you don't resist."
Yeah, I know.
Lovely. Now let's get the show on the road. And she has Reacher hurry on along, and raises her arms in the sky, and while making various movements, you can see her eyes light up slightly with a green shimmer, and she starts casting something. You can either make me a will save or you can choose a fail.
Yeah, I'll choose a bit.
Okay. Yes, so the rest of you see Ocean standing there like motionless, as if there's no life in him. When suddenly, as Berlin finishes the last word of this incantation, he starts moving, and he moves like to the other side, almost to the other side of the room. Turns around and sits down, and yeah, with his back straight, as if he's leaning against something, but he can't see anything. In the meantime, you also see that the red light that is shimmering down from the sky window is turning into like this faint, like shimmering, like a lighter gray, and it's moving towards Alcyon in at the same time as this energy that you normally see emanates from Alcyon when he's unleashing his psyche. And they connect, and then it starts spreading around the room, and it starts creating shapes around the room. It's hard to tell at first. Orpheon, you blacked out for a moment, and your consciousness returns to you in a position that feels right to you. This is a position your body has been in for a long time. Immediately, it's hard to move, as if your muscles don't work right. You're not sure where you are or who you are. As these almost like ethereal constructs get made, you guys start seeing the outline of bodies on the ground around Ocean, around the courtyard, like ethereal bodies that are motionless. These walls get constructed, but the walls don't rise all the way to like the ceiling of the manor. They are clearly in a ruined state. It seems to be a building of some sort, but it's hard to like figure out exactly what type of building it used to be. It seems to be like torn apart almost. Various rubble and destruction around. Also, you feel that these are, this becomes quite clear to you. These are your final moments when you were alive, and laying in the same position, surrounded by bodies. Make me a will saving throw.
Okay. Don't use a hero point.
I'll say as part of like just immediately accepting the ritual, have a hero point as well.
Oh, sure, then why not? Then I would use it right now.
Alright.
50-50, that's better.
Oh,
Oh, it's worse.
It's worse.
Wait, let me actually do this. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, you can feel this connection, or whatever Berlin's doing, whatever she's like pulling out of your mind is having a toll on your mental capabilities. You can feel like, even more so your body's not responding in the way that you usually control it, and you can start feeling this dull pounding inside of your skull. As you like look around or like try and look around this like ethereal room, what is your focus?
What is my focus? I think I'm trying to get any hints of like, worlds I like them. I mean, surrounded by bodies. Like, are the bodies wearing like, specific anything I can use to recognize? Do I see the symbol I see before my visions of the triangle? I kind of look down at myself, I guess, if I am able to like see what do I almost look like. I've seen everyone pressing ones like what am I wearing? Am I like, do I have hands? Like basic shit like that. I guess like, do I see enemies or like, like what killed us? There's a few things, but I guess like immediately would be the individuals, including myself.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
And for the rest of you, you are on the outside of these ethereal walls. While you can make out vague details, it is hard to similar to like when Ostion's like manifesting these weird energies.
Do I get the sense that this is kind of like a haunt, or is it just completely mental, so I don't really feel anything from it? It's like a sense spirits and haunts near me.
Yes, no, you're looking at this, and it does seem something straight up like out of the ethereal plane where spirits reside, but you don't get anything, you don't get a spidey sense. Okay. Ostion, yes, you with great effort, like your head is like almost like on your neck, and you like with great effort you pull it down towards the ground, or like to look at the ground, and you do see these bodies. There are cluttered surrounding them, various weapons gleaming in like in the sun. That you can see that this building, the roof is no longer there, and the sun is shining down on it. A variety of weapons glistening, but it is contrasted by these bodies seemingly wearing no armor whatsoever. They are dressed in simple clothes, as far as you can tell, like wool, silk, something like that. No defenses. Let's see what that's. Make me another will save, please.
Oh my god, I used my last hero point. Holy shit.
All right.
Another one.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, but that
At
doesn't
least you
mean
get your hero point back.
Oh my fucking god. It was so well. And then
that is so hilarious.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, yeah. So as this pounding in your head gets heavier and heavier, you see Berlin actually, like she's still like holding with a expression on her face of ease, like, oh, this is quite interesting. She suddenly her eyebrows furrow, and she starts starting another incantation. Says, oh wait, this is not supposed to happen. The rest of you see above the walls a streak of like blue energy, and a moment later, like a explosion, and around in the center of the room, cracks start to appear. This illusion is shattering. Also, give me one final perception check to see. Okay, so your head can no longer move. You're like transfixed towards the ground. You can't see your own body. Like where there should be a body, there's nothing. But you do see on the floor is a next to like a scimitar. There's a tome, and it catches your eye because it has the symbol that you recognize before with the eye in a triangle. The symbol is accompanied by a text. You can't read the letters, but you know the words. The first word is Scrivenbow, and the last thing you can make out is two words as you try and like retain all this information. Is something called it says the final incantation.
Okay.
So yeah, for the rest of you, this illusionary space is collapsing. Cracks appear until finally it shatters completely. And Berlin is just standing there holding one. Oops. Normally it doesn't happen, I promise. Ocean, for you.
Happens to everyone.
She gives you a glare. Also, you fade back into unconsciousness while you're staring at the stone. Like this symbol is almost like engraved in your mind, and yeah, the symbol starts becoming like a reality almost as it's like floating in front of you. Now the eye still remains, but the triangle like slowly shifts into these edged lines, making a chaos of. It kind of looks like a strange ladder of some kind, but it's hard for you to make out. But you're not surely what it means, but like this symbol is engraved in your memory as you pass back into a slumber, and you wake back up with Berlin like slapping your skeletal cheek. Hey, wake up now! I hope I didn't destroy anything in there.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh.
Yeah, I can get to my feet.
Lovely.
I do not know what I saw.
So that was interesting. You said you only woke up a few weeks ago. Surely the connection must be a lot more stable than that.
I do not know what that means.
Well, okay, so I'm feathering a link between your consciousness and the negative energy that is holding you here and bringing you that consciousness. I'm extracting memories, basically, because you're the source. But the more time has passed, the harder it is to tether that energy. Ley line shifts, the energy shifts, the planes. It's a long story, but it's unexpected is all.
The blue light at the end, was that you or a part of the memory? Or I say you, but was it part of the things breaking down, or was it actually a part of the memory?
That's an interesting question. She kind of like ponders it as you hear the skull left on the table say, "No, I'm quite sure that was part of it."
Outside the memory, or I don't know if I would.
Yeah, part of the memory.
Yeah.
I saw the name you mentioned. Scriven Bow. I saw it on a tome with the words, "The last incantation." Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, I wish we could. I wish we could gain access to that. That would explain a lot. And yeah, as you say, final incantation. He says, "Hopefully, give me 1 second." It says, "Well, yes, that rings quite clear in my mind. The master of the final incantation."
Yeah, I just kind of look to Belina and like, these names, this term means nothing to you.
You caught me off guard. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I kind of like, did you see the symbol? It also is not something you recognize.
You asked the scholars?
No, the Berliner. Well, I mean, yeah,
Oh,
Berliner in general,
I'm
but,
sorry, I was quite distracting trying to hold the whole show together. No, I didn't have much of a chance to investigate.
there is something. Yeah.
Well, I do feel
this
bad,
be done
honestly.
again?
I thought, yeah, I thought we would maybe get more answers. Maybe, look, I'll practice my rituals a little bit, and maybe next time we can require some more results.
We will return soon.
I love to hear it. I do love efficiency.
Yeah, I nod
Kinda
slowly and then like kind of go back to like one of the chants. When will you perform the ritual you spoke of?
Well, a ritual like that is best to be done in the morning with the sunrise. It's something very ancient, dealing with the necromantic energies leaving the material plane. It's quite superstitious, but it seems to produce results. So yes, sunrise, it works best.
Couple of hours then.
Yes, why don't we beat up my estates? I'll be the host for that one. I have everything in place for such things.
Well, 4 hours. In a few hours, you'll
Sounds
stay.
good to me.
We will prepare.
Beautiful. She kind of like pulls out like a pocket watch and says, "I should get out of here. I'm sure you've had a busy day. You often do. So I'll see you in the morning. Be ready to be there a little before dawn. As I said, it works best before dawn."
Of course.
I would also probably prefer to not be burnt by the sunlight.
Yes, make preparations for that. As part of this ritual is, it won't help on that front. I'm sorry to say.
What did you say? What was that then? Won't help
It
what?
it won't help on that front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oceana just kind of like quietly pondering. Sure. So he doesn't even really say goodbye. He's just kind of too in his own mind.
Yeah, my is a she, Zesk like leads her out after she leaves. A graceful host bids her farewell until.
Yes,
See you in a couple of hours.
she takes her servant and tells her goodbyes, and so you're left alone in a manor.
And this is a good endpoint, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I think the ritual in the morning is. I don't think it would take a lot of time. It would be nice for you to actually level for next session.
Imagine you said near the start of next session. Crazy.
Yeah, right. Like I didn't expect the whole bank stuff and so.
I mean, we have
Talked about it last time.
True.
Yeah,
it was an error on my part.
Yeah, we can quickly. I mean, I think we just like literally just like fully. I mean, Austin is basically just sitting down for 2 hours thinking until like the others probably just like say it's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my seems a bit more fidgety than it normally is, but.
Oh yeah, Grow does look like he has a question to mind, but he's not. He's not about to ask it right now. Assuming like you visibly reacted right to the.
The corpse light and the mayor? Yeah.
Grow has questions, but he doesn't seem to be asking them right now.
Do that after the ritual.
Yeah.
He seems like
Very smart.
Ask that and
Well, we have more time for RP.
Yes.
Yeah, so we head straight there, Jacob.
Yeah. So to briefly describe what actually happens, you're allowed into the estate, into the smaller mausoleum, now already decorated with a almost like a pentagram on the floor, with like dark purple lining. You do see still some bodies in the corner that have recently bled out. Yes, you're welcomed in and asked to stand in the middle of this pentagram. You can see on the edges of the formation are symbols. These are more permanent, it seems, affixed into the stonework. Ma, you recognize Urgathoa. You all recognize Zonkuthon. These are maybe symbols of various gods. I'll say Nethys is one that is common enough that people would recognize if you're interested in that kind of thing. There's two others that you're not immediately familiar with, but yeah, in this ritual, Berlin, once again, glowing green eyes, starts an incantation. You can clearly hear, like in this echoing voice, magically enhanced, her saying, mixing with these arcane words. You can hear her saying gods. You can hear Urgathoa. You can hear Zonkuthon, Nethys. You can hear Mathahala, and you can hear Arasni. Interestingly, the symbols, these are all symbols of gods, but you do see the fifth symbol is the symbol of the winged swords that is related to the reanimators, that is also on your bag of holding, mixed in with these deities. And as this incantation proceeds, you can see like the dark circle of this pentagram starts moving, like almost like if the shadows snaking across the ground, and you start climbing up your bodies and taking a hold. And as soon as this happens, and like it almost like your skin starts absorbing this energy, you do feel a rush. Like for you, this is in a form like your muscles suddenly like flex and bulge in your plate armor. Crowley,
and technically, with being a kitsune at this point, getting an answer's feed, I think it would be fitting to once again grow another tail.
Oh wow! Yeah. So as your body gets used to this new strength, your kitsune form spawns another tail. Crow, as this necrotic energy envelops you, the natural sheen of the dampier, becomes stronger. You can see the eyes, a little bit sunken because of your undead or your half undead nature, become fiercer, and you can feel inside your reflexes enhance. And Ocean, as you are affected, you see. The rest of you also see like this blue light emanating from within the skull. So out of all of his orifices, like his eye sockets, his jaws, emanate as your mental, your consciousness strengthens, and you feel like less of a burden trying to hold your bones together, and more capability to think. Yes, and with that, you all officially level.
Yay!
Nice. And it actually added it moved the feet to the correct slot, and it added the wisdom point without me needing to.
Yeah, the only thing it didn't ramp is which implement I picked.
Crazy. Alright. Well, really good stuff. Thanks for
Good shit.
Thanks for such crazy.
Yeah, so there was a lot to get through, but hopefully next session we can get some more action going.
Guys, have a good one.
Bye,
See you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.